I'm doing well. I'm doing well, mate. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Rowan. Thank you very much. I'm ready to see
Thank you.
mine spank Wolfsburg.
Might have been on mute, but it's fine. Welcome to Bundesliga Watchalong. Here we go. You know when it's me. It's because it's fine. We're good. It's fine. Welcome. We've got some great games, as you can see on the screen. We've got Bayer Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund, Mainz versus Wolfsburg, and Hertha versus Hoffenheim. Luckily, we're stuck on the thumbnail, so it looks like we've only just started. Wonderful. We'll go through the lineups because we're around 4.5 minutes from the kickoff. So we'll start off with the Bayer Leverkusen lineup, which will be Luke Hradecky in net, and then Bender Wendell, Tar, Tapsoba, and Bender as a back four. Florian Wirtz, the youngster, Aaron Guiz, Amira as your midfield three, and Leon Bayer, Alario, and Diaby. You've got your subs are Lom, Dragovic, Demarabe, Schick, Jedvai, Sintgraven. Fosu Mensah possibly could make his debut for Manchester United, man. And Gedikle. Good side from Leverkusen, I think. Bailey and Diaby will be able to expose them, sort of the wing backs of Guerrero and Mounier. On the Dortmund side, we have got Roman Perkine. It's a very similar squad to last week. Guerrero, Hummels, and Kandja Mounier, so practically the same back four they played with, apart from Zagadou, but Kandja practically played the full game. Delaney, Bellingham, and Royce as a three, so both teams matching each other with 4-3-3. And then on the left, Brand Haaland in the middle and Sancho on that right side. I think Delaney is a change, and I think Bellingham played a great game. But Delaney changed for Emre Can, who is out of the squad. On the bench with us, More, Dahoud, Schultz, Mukoku, Rainier, Piszczek, Stefan Tiddly-Tiggs, Gio Reyna is back from his sore throat, and then Marvin Hitz. I think good side from both. Both teams should be a very entertaining game. Both matching each other, both coming off. Dortmund coming off that 1-1 against Mainz, and then Leverkusen coming into this game after we're loading up the results. Someone probably could have told me quicker. After the embarrassing 1-0 loss to Leverkusen, I remember, off to Union Berlin. But you know what? We'll let the professionals, the people who know a lot more about football, talk about their teams. We'll start with the Hertha Hoffenheim game. So that's Kieran L. Do you want to talk about Hertha first?
Of course I will. It is a 4-1-2-1-2 diamond from Hertha Berlin. It is following goal with a back four of Mittelstadt, Alderete, Stark, and Peter Pekarik. The bottom of the diamond is Lucas Toussaint. The box-to-box midfielders are Guendouzi and Vladimir Darida. Mateus Cunha sitting in cam with Cordoba and Piatek, the two strikers. And on the bench, Matthew Leckie, Dodi Lukabakio, Santiago Escaquibar, Rooney Yarstein, Jordan Torunariga, Jessica Gankam, Luca Netz, Deshaun Redan, and Devasio Zifuik. Whereas Hoffenheim, they're going to go with three at the back, but Oliver Baumann is in goal, the veteran, Posh, Vox, and Nuhu as the three centre-backs. The wide players are John and Gakinovic, with a midfield three of Kramaric, Samisuko, and Rudy. I think that's going to be listed wrong because Kramaric will probably be the striker, with Baumgartner dropping into centre mid, but listed on here was Baumgartner and De Boer up front. I'm pretty sure they'll switch. And the subs are Brennet, Nordveit, Brun Larsen, Bibu, Penke, Adamian, Bagada, Bayer, and Gashville.
I mean, look forward to the game, Kale?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. Games between these two usually end in goals, which I've jinxed, so you're welcome. In the last 4 games, there's been 16 goals between the two. And last season was a 3-2 and a 3-0. So I'm hoping with both these teams that we can see goals because Hoffenheim do have the third worst defensive record in the Bundesliga. But both teams, 13th and 14th, all to play for to try and steer away from relegation zone.
All to play for, indeed. Thank you very much, KL. Now, KD, do you want to start with Mainz as a team?
Yeah, Mainz coming off that impressive 1-1 draw against Borussia Dortmund. Probably should have got all 3 points, to be honest. They rather look a little bit, but they did take their chances, Ustinali, with potentially one of the goals of the Bundesliga calendar season. But Mainz lining up conventionally in the 3-5-2. Zentner in goal, Niakate, Stefan Bell and Alexander Hack as those 3 centre-halves. Oztunali as a right wing-back, got that goal against Dortmund. Mulwene as the left wing-back. The 3 in midfield, Danny Latza-Barrero and Jean-Paul Boitius. Up front, Burkhardt and Nisiwo comes in for Robin Kaison. Of course, this is a key game for Mainz. They need a win to sort of steady the ship coming off that good result against Borussia Dortmund, as said by Rowan. For Wolfsburg, it's, again, very conventional for them. A 4-2-3-1 tonight. Castile's in net. my boy Ridley Bakker at right back, Lacroix and Brooks at centre back, Otavio left back, Arnold and Schlager sitting in front of those two centre backs, Stefan, Philip, Brekalo just behind Wout Weghorst, of course. 2 strong benches from these teams tonight as well. Should be a good game. My game is underway. Let's go.
I think is your game underway, Kyle?
No, just managers shaking hands and obviously doing fist bumps rather than handshakes. But yeah, we've not kicked off yet here.
Well, I think mine and KD's have kicked off, but we'll do quick predictions. KL, your game. What are you expecting the score to be?
Well, I'm hoping, as I say, for goals, if you look at Hertha Berlin, their goals are all across the big pitch. Top goal scorer, Cunha, and then the other 2 top goal scorers in the team are Cordoba and Piatek, and off the bench, Luka Bacchio is their 4th top goal scorer. So this is the problem defensively. They won't be with Dedrick Boyata tonight, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I think I'm going to go 3-1 to Hertha Berlin, Matheus Cunha to get all 3.
That's awfully clear. It's Verts outside the box, takes a dig, and Berkey just powers it up into the air to the box. But great start for Leverkusen and Florian Verts, probably 35 yards out, just has an absolute thwack at it, and Berkey has to punch up into the air, and then eventually is getting straight back into his hands. KD, predictions?
Well, I think it's going to be tough for Mainz tonight. They're up against a very, very good Wolfsburg side, of course. They've enjoyed a good start to the season, Wolfsburg, winning a few clutch games, of course. Only 3 points, I think, from joint 3rd place or something. But Zenit almost got caught in possession there by, I think it was Wout Weghorst there. But yeah, I'm going for 2-1 to Wolfsburg. I'm going to go for Onisiwo to score for Mainz first, but I think Wolfsburg will bring it back. I think Baku will get the winning goal.
He's having faith in his Bible. We've just had a hairy moment here as Dortmund, it was a long ball over the top by Jude Bellingham. Haaland got onto it. Hradecky just decided, I'm going to launch it. He goes to karate kick the ball. Haaland moves out of the way. The ball's in a danger zone where no one's in the net. It's out, finds Guerrero on the wing and nothing can come from it. But Hradecky playing a risky game. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think the way that Dortmund played against Mainz, just that second half especially, and that first half even, they didn't look frightening. Same with Leverkusen against Union. I mean, I know Union have played very well this season, surprising everyone, but just I feel like this is a very even game between these two sides. I say that, and ball's been given away. It's Jadon Sancho outside the box to Brandt. It's blocked there by Tar, and then it's Marco Reus who absolutely pelts it wide for a corner, though. So looking for Borussia.
Well, it's been a bit of a cagey start here. A few fouls flying in. Lacroix just fouled Onisiwo inside the Wolfsburg half, and it's a dangerous one to do. Possibly could have picked up another yellow card. Onisiwo feeling the effects of that on his shoulder. Hopefully that's not an injury for him. But yeah, Mainz with a good opportunity to get a ball in the box from deep inside the Wolfsburg area, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Will there be a goal for Mainz? Our corner does come in, and Hummels does win it, but he flicks all the way on outside.
There's a quick free kick by Latza down to Onisiwo, takes it back, tries to get a ball, and it's well cleared away by, I think it was Max Arnold back there. But a nice little move from Mainz on the left-hand side with a quick free kick by Danny Latza.
By the way, if you do want to sync up the game, obviously because we're all at different times, but the Leverkusen-Dortmund game is 3 minutes 53, 54, 55 and 56. There you go. We have got some comments, so I'll let you two actually give the timings for everyone.
Well, I'm going to say I'm just like a minute or so. Our game kicked off a little bit later. I don't know as to why, but I'm currently at 2 minutes 55, 56, 57.
I'm at 4, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There we go. Thank you very much, you two. We've had some comments. Kyle, hi guys. Looking forward to these 3 games. Hopefully loads of goals are going to be scored. Josh said, just had a check on the Bundesliga website. Interested to see Kramaric is playing at CDM. Seen him play that role a few times before. So maybe he is. And Kyle says, I'm going Leverkusen 2-0 over Dortmund, Wolfsburg 3-0 over Mainz, and Hoffenheim 2-1 over Hertha. Kieran will not be happy. Hopefully one will come true. Thank you very much. If you're on the stream, let us know your predictions. We're not far in, so no goals have been scored so far.
No, and by the way, Kramaric is lining up front. I'm looking at his name, and he is lining up front. I thought so with the lineup. I know Kramaric can probably play there, but Baumgartner, he's more of an attacking midfielder, or sorry, just a midfielder in general, to be honest with you. So I'd be surprised if he played up front.
This is when Baumgartner gets a hat trick, and then just
go on.
If Cunha gets 3 as well, I don't mind. I just really don't mind.
Can Baku get 3 as well?
So, like, Gio Reyna's got to come off the bench and get 3. Cunha's got to get 3. Baka's got a 3. I say this, and there might be a goal for Dortmund. Marco Reus, outside the... Oh, he slips. He slips.
I think it's harder for Baku to get 3 since he's playing right back.
Set pieces.
He's like 5 foot... He's like 5'4", I think.
Darting in at the front post.
We know he loves a long shot. So
we both know that, Kieran, we do.
Yeah, it's like everyone else will be in the box on set pieces. He's there for the second ball.
Well, Honigstein was going to take the shot. Sorry to cut you off. And it's well far wide. But I am looking at the Bundesliga table, and it's a very interesting one. Just behind the leaders, Bayern Munich, you've got Leipzig 32, Leverkusen 30. This is live with the games, of course, as they're all 0-0. Leverkusen 30, Dortmund 30, Union Berlin on 28 with a game in hand. Gladbach 28 after that. Did they win 1-0? Did Gladbach get that win in the end?
Yeah, they did. Nico Elvedi with a lovely diving header. Jan Sommer made an incredible save in the first half, but my boys Gladbach are starting to march up the table, even though they lost they drew with the last kick of the game against Stuttgart on the weekend.
Yeah, big result for Gladbach. Wolfsburg on 27th in 7th. 8th, Frankfurt with 26. So you're talking 6 points between 2nd and 8th as it currently stands, with the likes of Frankfurt and Union Berlin and Leipzig still to play their games tomorrow. Massive, massive games tonight for some of these teams, including Wolfsburg, who probably need to get the win.
Yeah, I think one thing we should talk about, you mentioned Frankfurt, Luka Jovic. What a return back to Bundesliga football. It's just nice to see in it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for him, because a lot of people, when players move and they don't quite work out, they slate as if they're not a good player. But Luka Jovic and Seb Haller, I think both of them will re-find form elsewhere. It was just the wrong club for the wrong player. Sometimes you find the perfect fit. And Frankfurt and Jovic just seem to be perfect together.
I think it just went a little bit early. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I don't think Zidane. I don't really ever think Zidane wanted him, to be honest.
But he was never going to replace Benzema anyway, because Benzema's been on unbelievable form. So it was one of them where to get regular game time and to start every game, he's got a space in that Eintracht Frankfurt team. Whereas for Real Madrid, it's a different calibre, isn't it?
I think that sometimes some leagues just don't suit players. I feel like if Jovic maybe came to the Premier League or to the Serie A, he may have done better. He just might have not fit in that La Liga style of football. But clearly, he fits into the Bundesliga way.
I think it's systems as well. Haller and Jovic both played in a two-striker formation, and Real Madrid, they like to play with a 4-3-3. Benzema up top and the wingers. It just might not suit the way Jovic likes to play. They might want to have that player to bounce off, and that's why I don't think either player has been successful without the other. Yeah. They just don't have their partner.
And if you think of it as well, you had Rebic in that Frankfurt team as well. It was also incredible that season. Those three were really, really impressive for Frankfurt that season, especially in their Europa League run. And of course, maybe when they took Jovic away from those two, he didn't really have the chemistry with the Real Madrid players, like you said. And of course, playing in a one-striker formation is very different to playing with a two-striker formation, or even as a three. Is it as a unit, like with Rebic and Haller?
Definitely.
I mean, we've just had a potential dangerous free kick shout. Florian Wirtz, who's had a great start to this game, just dancing around outside the box. Looks like Hummels takes him down. He does get the ball to Ilaria, who absolutely blazes to the left of the post. But big opportunity, possibly for Leverkusen. Him and Ilaria and Wirtz have started this game really well. Dortmund having a couple of chances, but it's all come from mistakes from Leverkusen in the back.
Yeah.
Well, this game settled into a little bit of a rhythm, to be fair. It's just Wolfsburg having the ball, Mainz sitting back.
I mean...
go on.
No, go on. Oh, you. I was going to move on.
There's been no real flow to this game at all, overall, to start this game. I know the thing is I've not said anything about my game, and that's because neither team has really got going in this first period overall. It's been misplaced passes and lots of niggly fouls. I just don't think any team's got a tempo yet. That's all I was going to say.
I was going to ask, West Ham, currently 2-1 up against West Brom. I mean, as it stands, West Ham are 7th in the league. I mean, they've had a good, really burst of form, and West Brom thought they were back in the game. Antonio gets that, the winner, possibly. Just well done to West Ham, really. You sort of look at the teams that are around them that we've been praising the entire season. Everton, Chelsea at points, Southampton, and we won't talk about Arsenal, but like, we've been praising Everton and Southampton, but I think West Ham and David Moyes has got to have some praise.
Yeah, impressive. Very impressive.
Just slowly going about the business, it's completely night and day from last season in terms of where everyone. I remember the first game after I think after it with the lockdown, I think they got beat by Newcastle, and everyone was just like, there is no way back for this team. And then they turned it around. But I do have a dangerous free kick, as it would be listed on Sky Bet.
Well, Kieran, you've just read my mind because I've got a dangerous free kick as well.
I wish I could.
I'll let you know. Derrida is the most creative player for Hertha Berlin. He leads the team with 5 assists, and he plays a short one to Guendouzi, and Cunha's long-range effort, through no fault of his own, is blocked.
How did it go for what's it called for you, KD? Come to anything?
Well,
Penalty!
Oh, penalty in the Hertha game.
Well, I'm sure this will be looked at by VAR, but it was from kind of the second ball back into the box. It was recycled, and it was just a kind of an aimless long ball over the top from Alderete. And Piatek takes it down and heads it across to Cordoba, who, as he's taking the touch, it appears his ankle gets clipped, and it might be a penalty barring a VAR intervention.
Wait and see if that's a penalty in a big game between the two H sides. And what's happened, KD?
Well, it should be a corner, I'll just say that now, but they've given a goal kick. Mainz had the free kick for a foul by, I think it was Otavio, on an EC who's been in the wars already, and brought him down. Danny Latzer put a really good delivery in, and Stefan Bell got his head to it and headed it off the head. I think it was John Brooks, the guard dog, in there, and it just looped like it was looping, and it looped just wide. Of course, the old camera angle trick not doing me any favours there. But it should have been a corner, and they've given a goal kick, not happy.
I've just realised it's the triple threat when we stream where the guard dog and Hey Arnold made the first appearances. We'll just read some comments while that penalty is being decided. Chris says, hi lads, hope you're all well. Same with you, Chris. And Tubbs MD2BO, wow, Bundesliga watching, love this. Greetings from the Philippines, lads. Hello, hope you and yourselves so welcome in. Welcome along. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell.
It is a penalty. There was no offside in the build-up. It's Krzysztof Piatek, the Polish international, looking for his 5th goal of the campaign. He takes the run-up, and it's saved by Baumann. Low to the left, strong hand by the veteran, and Piatek is left staring into the ground. It was a decent penalty. It was low, good height for the goalkeeper. We'll just check if he was off his line. No, perfect on his line, and it's a good save down to the keeper's right.
I was already in Photoshop changing it to 1-0.
Well, this is why you can't do that, because unfortunately for you, Baumann's made the save.
Well, a bit of entertainment in your game. Kicked off late, but probably had the biggest chance of all.
Oh, definitely. It was, whenever you have a chance from 12 yards, you've always got to get it on target. Piatek did get it on target. It wasn't the worst penalty I've ever seen. It was hard and to the right, but Baumann, really strong hands to it, and that is why...
That's a cracking ball! Over the top, it's through Berkey's legs, and it's 1-0 Bayer Leverkusen. Diaby puts it in the back of the net. That comes out of nowhere. And again, I feel like it's a hate party for Jadon Sancho, but he complains as the ball is being kicked over. Berkey tries to clears it out. Sancho, it's a poor ball. Sancho's not going for the header. He starts muttering to himself. All of a sudden, I don't know who plays the ball over. I think it was maybe Aaron Guiz, I don't know. The ball gets pinged all the way over, and Bayer just Diaby gets completely past Hummels, and it's 1-0 Bayer Leverkusen.
I don't know if you said sorry, Kieran. I don't know if you said before, Rowan, but if anybody is talking in the chat, try not to put anything about like the goals and stuff, just in case we haven't seen them, because we may be a few seconds behind or something, just to not spoil the fun.
Roman Berkey should be doing exactly, KD. And Roman Berkey should be doing a lot better. It's a great first touch by Diaby, and Berkey's already diving right, and so all Diaby has to do is just puts it straight forward. 1-0 Leverkusen, that's a lovely ball over the top. Great first touch. Hummels loses him, and it's 1-0 Leverkusen, and Dortmund have got a mountain to climb. They've given the ball away again. This is poor so far. Leo Bailey now puts the ball in, and it goes straight to the hands of Roman Berkey.
It's interesting because both teams coming off a fairly disappointing result.
Yep.
In terms of a Mainz draw with Dortmund. I say a disappointing result for everybody but KD. And Union Berlin, I mean, it's not a disappointing result because of their league position, but in terms of, quality of player and stuff like that, Union Berlin are very much overperforming, and Leverkusen are going to want to win them games, but a good start for them in kind of a bounce-back opportunity.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, Leverkusen will really want them. I mean, it was only a draw for Dortmund, but it was still quite embarrassing in terms of the stunner that was scored. It was Amiri who got the assist, by the way. But so we've got some more comments. Soft foul on Hertha. Pen given. He's Tubes supports Bayern at Munich in 1995.
Wow.
Yeah, and obviously before the game, Joshua said, Mainz manager just before the match confirmed Sky Germany Mateta is off to Palace unless anything changes. So, Kieran, it's happening. He's coming to the Premier League.
Yeah.
But Tubbs has just said, obviously, just try and avoid spoilers. Wait until we've reacted. Comment away. Ouch, Mateta has been decent for Mainz for 2-3 seasons. Dominant hole yet again. Thoughts on Union Berlin this season? They've been gunning for the UCL spots.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's just out of nowhere, I think, because the squad doesn't have that, like, a huge player, do they? But they've just shocked everyone.
I think Max Kruse has come in and brought an air of experience to a robust, hard to break down side. They very much remind me not of Burnley in a way, but do you remember when Burnley first came into the league and they finished in the Europa League spots? And they're really hard to break down. They won't blow you away winning 3 or 4-0. They'll grind it out 1-0, 2-1. But they are one of the most professional sides. Everybody knows their role and they work it. Everyone works 100% to the cause. And I think, you know what, sometimes that shows you that the amount of effort you put in sometimes outweighs the players you have.
Yeah. Who was I watching? It was only because it's recent news. Do you know Urban Meyer, the new jazz thing? They showed 2 clips of him on his probably around 5 years ago when he was coaching in college, and then to now. He iterated the same thing. Big chance.
Oh no, it's 2 big chances. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's
It was Mateus Cunha with nice fancy footwork on the left-hand side. He'd moved into the channel. He squared the ball to Cordoba, who absolutely airshot it. And then it came back to, I think it was Vladimir Darida on the edge of the box. And it's one of them KD, we curse the camera angles all the time. It looked like it was going in the bottom corner, and it's ended up closer to the corner flag.
Close opportunity there. I was saying in his press conference and stuff, he was just always saying that hard work, if you put 100% in and don't give up, it outweighs if you make a mistake, if you make a couple of mistakes. As long as I can see that you're putting the effort in, and clearly he's working for Union. And I think with the Bundesliga, it's also nice to see a different team up in there. It's normally usually your same top 6, top 5. I'm glad that it's very different now. And we're getting a side I don't think we would have seen there.
I think we see it a lot more in the Bundesliga than most leagues, though, because it's what we always say, 2 down to about 10. Almost interchangeable at most points in the season.
I think a couple of seasons you could say it's probably 3 down, but I think in the past 2-3 seasons, it's definitely been second downwards. Tubbs should say, if Union get into the Europa, I bet Prem teams will be milking their players, especially the manager. And Daz said, evening guys, how are you all doing today? I support Dortmund because of Mr. Klopp.
It's a fair enough show. Fair enough show.
Things people, you do just find love for club either from a former manager or kits, or players. Pierre Olienka scored today.
Or play styles as well. You just like the way a team plays as well.
I mean, Kieran, good win for Hull today. Solid 3-0.
A brilliant result. We've needed that because I think out of a possible 21 points in the past couple of weeks, we picked up 6. And that, believe it or not, coincided with KLP not signing the new contract. And now he signs a new contract. We have our best performance in a long time. So it's better than what we could have expected.
Exactly. Good win though. Great win. Keeps you afloat. Top of the table.
Keeps us top.
Yeah.
It keeps us top.
It keeps you afloat. No.
It makes us top because we weren't top going into today.
And it's Leverkusen again on the break from another Dortmund mistake. Liam Bailey, outside the box, blocked by Meunier. Dortmund have looked on the ropes.
The thing is, do you guys see anybody but Bayern winning the title this year? Because I know we've said 2 down to 10, but unfortunately, we don't say 1 down because they're just unbelievable, aren't
I
they?
think Leipzig possibly, but when they lost 3-0 to Dortmund, I thought, nah. But yeah, it's unfortunate that Bayern run away with the league. It's a shame. It's just, I think clubs like Leipzig, Dortmund struggle to keep hold of their good players, and Gladbach and Leverkusen, I don't feel like they ever get that boom who can take them to really challenge Bayern. They could really challenge. That's why I think second, third, fourth, fifth is so competitive in the league, and even downwards, like you said. I just think Bayern are just another class above everyone.
Well, we've got another dangerous free kick here for Wolfsburg. Barrero's brought down Stefan. It is Renato Stefan, not Zach Stefan, as Kieran always says. But yeah, it's about 25 yards out, I think. I think Arnold's going to be over this one. If this goes in, it'll be some free kick.
Big opportunity for Leverkusen. Sorry, Bayer crosses it in the face of the goal, and Delaney stops it.
Again, free kick been taken?
No, it's that momentary pause between when it gets given and when it gets taken. It's weird because you don't know what to say.
Again, Dortmund. Look on.
No, it's alright.
Dortmund lose possession again through Jadon Sancho complaining. He plays a poor ball into the middle to Royce. He complains at where Royce is, and then Bellingham has to come in and try get the scraps. He angers me so much.
Oh my god, it's almost gone in. What a free kick that would have been. It is inches away from the top left-hand corner by Max Arnold, and it hits the roof of the net. What a free kick. It's inches just above the crossbar. What a free kick that is.
God. You could get some good chances here, and then you've just got Dortmund not challenging. I think we're going.
Oh my god, I'll be honest, that was a bit louder than it expected to be. John Cordoba went for an overhead kick, and I thought he'd connected, but he absolutely air-shotted. But I just saw someone go for an overhead kick, and
you had to go for it. Tubbs has just commented, if Leverkusen keeps consistent... So, by the way, what Prem teams do you support? I'm a fan of yours, said Max Arnold.
Prem team.
The Prem. There's one Prem fan.
I'm a Man United fan.
Hull and Oldham. Kieran supports Hull. I support Oldham.
There's a nasty follow-through on Danny Latsria from Maximilian Philipp, on loan from Dortmund, of course, to Wolfsburg. He was caught on that counter-attack for Mainz that Mainz actually won a corner from. So it's a dangerous chance for Mainz. Now get balls in the box, get a head on it, make something of this chance. But yeah, I think VAR did have a look at that follow-through from Philipp. Danny Latsria's feeling the effect.
Oh, this is lovely. Sorry. Marco Royce cuts inside. That's an awful touch. Plays it through to Jadon Sancho. Cuts inside. Now to Munier on the outside the box. Across the face of the goal. And Haaland can't poke it in. Oh, sorry to interrupt you, KD, but it was just lovely football. It was Bellingham fights back to win it. Delaney plays it to Haaland. Haaland plays it through to Royce. Royce cuts inside. Bit too much on it. Sancho tries to cut. It's a great tackle by Amire. Munier crosses it across. And it goes for a corner for Dortmund.
I was done anyway, Rowan.
Oh, sorry. It had me excited. Thought we were going to get a goal.
What a poor corner that is from Lazio, though. They have won the ball back, though, Mainz. Moene's done fantastically well down his left-hand side, cuts inside, tries to put it into the middle, and it's going to be won back by Niakate just outside the box. Hit it, lad, he has hit it. Oh, it's 2 yards wide.
In the opening stage of this game, I've got to admit, it's been one of the weirdest games ever because in 23 minutes we've had 10 fouls, which...
Jesus!
Yeah, we're averaging a foul every... None of them are bad, don't get me wrong, but I'm thinking that if we go along this kind of trajectory, we're going to have 45 fouls in the game. So,
lovely from Schlager. The ball through the middle. It's lovely skill by Brekalo, but it's good defending back there by Mainz. But this game's picking up a little bit now. And Mainz coming on the counter-attack with an Isiwo, and there's a handball in there against him. Free kick to Wolfsburg.
Julian Brandt has just... I got excited. Julian Brandt got the ball outside the box. He had everything. Everything needed to be a screamer, and he just blazes over the crossbar. West Ham did finish 2-1 as well, so a great win for West Ham.
And of course, the other game will be underway soon. Leicester v Chelsea. Big game.
I think so. That'll probably be our second half, won't it? So we'll keep you updated if there's any major goals.
I think
Maybe just
I'm
at the
not
end,
sure,
the end of the first, probably.
Yeah, something about that.
Something like that. Predictions for that game? Chelsea, Leicester? Good game.
2-2.
Draw, yeah, I was going to say draw. Maybe 1-1 or something like that.
4-3 Leicester.
Right.
Why not?
I wouldn't be surprised if Leicester won, but I think Chelsea. I think they've got the firepower to match Leicester. I think that's why I'm going for a draw. It's very two evenly matched sides.
They got the win on the weekend, which is probably. I know it wasn't the most amazing win. It was because Anthony Robinson got sent off, probably. But maybe they're getting back to some sort of form. As we have our first yellow card and our 11th foul of the match. Gasinovic goes into the book, just a mistimed tackle and an unbelievable fly from Mittelstadt.
They've just reshown the goal. That ball by Amiri is sexy. It just is. It just floats. And then the first touch, Haaland is not a happy boy. But yeah, so scores as it stands, 1-0 Leverkusen, the rest are 0-0.
Well, did you guys see Amiri's goal the other week? Where he took that unbelievable touch and I think he chipped the keeper. I can't remember what game it was. I think Bayer Leverkusen ended up losing. But it was an unbelievable goal. The guy has got some unbelievable talent.
From goal scorer to assister.
I can't remember if it was an assist or a goal, but I think it was a lovely turn and a goal, I think, from Amiri.
It's a great first touch by Diaby as well. And I say that, and it's happened again. It's so much open space in the middle. Side to side to the wide to do it. To Diaby. Berkey makes a save and it falls to Lucas Alario, who's hugging the referee, and he just thwacks it. I think, is that against Akanji? It's another lofted ball over the top by Amiri. It's time to a Wirtz. Wirtz just can't get the shot off, lays it to Diaby. It's first save by Berkey, and then it's Alario, hits it just inside the box, and it flicks off Guerrero for a corner. But Leverkusen, relenting pressure right now.
It's interesting between all these teams, like who needs the win more, because all the games are against teams that are close to each other, apart from the Wolfsburg Mainz, but both are fighting for different things.
Yep.
So it's interesting to see who kind of needs it more at this stage of the season.
Exactly. I think it makes it such a good thing because you've got Hertha Hoffenheim are really battling very close together. You've got Leverkusen, Dortmund, that's an awful ball, who were battling against each other for the outside the box, Florian Wirtz, again, 40 yards out, just has a shot and he goes straight into the hands of Berkey. But again, it was like the Brandt thing. It had all the makings of a good... It just lifted out and he had a stab at it. As Mats Hummels now will take it out of the back. Again, a poor pass and ball over the top again. This time to Alario and it's cleared by Delaney. I think Dortmund will end up playing 5 at the back here and put Delaney in at centre back.
But they need to get back into the game.
I know that's a problem, but there's so much space in between Hummels and Akanji.
Mainz are giving the ball away a lot. I'm not happy because I can sense the goal coming. I can sense the goal coming.
But if Mainz give it away, but Baku gets on it and just makes like an 80-yard run?
Oh, then I'll wet myself. But this game it's kind of settled into a little bit of a rhythm. I can tell exactly how Mainz are playing. They're playing on the counter-attack, hoping that Wolfsburg will commit men forward, commit bodies forward so they can hit them in behind because they've tried the over the top a few times. And Burkhardt's running his absolute socks off as he does every game, but he's not getting onto anything at the moment.
That's an awful foul by Marco Reus, fouls Wendell. The big free kick at the halfway line for Leverkusen. I know obviously Gio Reyna will be probably still coming off his injury. I suppose you can call it an injury, sore throat. But I think you drop play the team you're playing and drop Marco Reus. As much as influential he is and he brings that experience, he hasn't played well. He'll go score now, but he missed the penalty. In the game against Wolfsburg, he really wasn't involved.
I mean, you don't want to make changes too quickly, though.
No. I meant in terms of starting 11th, possibly the next game. Depends how this one goes on. The problem is they don't...
Go on.
I was going to say they don't have the replacement. They've got Reyna, but if Reyna's injured, Dahoud, Tiggs. Dahoud is...
I've got a question for you guys. Sorry to deflect away from the whole Dortmund thing. I've got a question about Mainz. Do you think if Mainz won tonight, it could properly kickstart their season?
It's difficult because it depends what you're saying in terms of like, where do you see them? You know, if for example it did kickstart their season, what is a realistic expectation for Mainz though?
Well,
Because
I'm not saying kickstarters and kickstart them towards like, oh, hang on, there's a chance for Latzer. Tries to poke it to Burkhardt. It was a really good opportunity, but Mainz have got the ball back. I mean, like kickstarters, and they've not really got going yet. They're not really, because they've always had the chances in games to score goals, but they never normally take them. It's all right, go on.
It was a scissor kick by Diaby. He's gone out for a corner. They do get you. Sorry, carry on, Katie.
They do.
But yeah, I'm talking like, do you think they can start to rack points on the board pretty much? The realistic aim for Mainz this year is to just not get relegated.
This is the thing. They need to start quick, because if you're having almost as bad a season as Schalke, and let's be fair, Schalke have been reported, you know, we've all seen it, how bad they are, then you need to start racking up wins soon. Last season, they had enough to stay up with their big players, but losing Mateta, I do worry where the goals are coming from. Maybe Robin Kaison, but they need a win tonight, definitely. Or if not tonight, they need to start getting them soon, because they're going to start cutting away from the pack.
Yeah, I fairly agree with you. I think that the point against Dortmund was a big point. They probably could have won the game. I'm pretty sure Rowan would probably agree with me. They probably 100%. Should have won the game. Of course, Mateta is going to be a massive miss for the goals, but if they can get the 15 million from him and bolster the squad elsewhere, of course, they've brought in Dominic Kor already. He's on the bench tonight. I think that they can, if they bring in another striker, someone like a Mateta, someone who's a little bit under the radar, that can get the goals and maybe bolster their defence a little bit more with another signing, I think they can at least try to fight.
Yeah, like you said, I think it's bringing another striker. From what I saw of Kaison, didn't do much. Anisiwo played okay. I can give him when he came off the bench, but it was only, how long, 35 minutes or whatever. I think if they could use the momentum of the Dortmund and then beating Wolfsburg, like beating teams that are high up in the table, will do it. It's also just like, who are their fixtures coming up? Do you know?
I mean, Tubbs has literally just put it in the chat. They play Leipzig, Stuttgart, Union, Leverkusen, Gladbach next. It's a nasty run of games, but you think you pick anything up out of those games, it's a bonus, because you would normally write them off against those teams.
I think Wolfsburg probably the best team to start your momentum against, just because they're the lowest out of all of them. And then just try use that. I mean, there
was a chance. Why has he done that?
Is it Ridley Baku?
No, what a bloody idiot he is. It was Danny Latzer got it on the swivel, tried to play a ball through to Onisiwo, who was literally clean through. He just put too much on it. It was such a simple pass. My dad could have passed that.
Mine couldn't. I'm just going to read some comments. Tubbs says, United, I bet you love Dortmund now. It was quite sad when United got knocked out of the UCL, wanted to buy United game and revenge the 1999 final.
Oh, it's in! 1-0. And it's Sebastian Rudy, and it's Hoffenheim 1, Hertha Berlin 0. Probably their first opportunity of the game, and it came on a counter-attack, probably against the run of play. It was squared just outside the box to Sebastian Rudy, and he hits it towards the near post, high into the roof of the net, and Hoffenheim have the lead. It's a lovely finish from the former Bayern Munich man, but it's at the near post and high, and maybe the keeper should be doing a little bit better, but it's a good finish from Sebastian Rudy.
1-0 Hoffenheim. Do they deserve it? Do you think they do?
No. No, not really. And it's not even any sorts of bias. I'm trying to see if it took a deflection. It may have took a deflection off the foot of Guendouzi, who was sliding in to get it, but it's been a very even matchup, and I haven't really mentioned any Hoffenheim chances.
No.
1-0.
No, Bernardo Steffen's on the left-hand side. He's put a brilliant ball in, and it's headed away back to Baku. Hit it. He has hit it. He's in the post. No.
Oh, God. Ridley Baku.
Oh, it was absolutely wonderful play by Steffen. It's a picture-perfect cross. Lovely header away by Mwene. It falls to him on the edge of the box, chests it down, takes onto his right foot, and smashes it.
Oh, that is lovely. Diaby. Oh, Berkey, you little... Sorry, Kitty. Diaby's just gone on a lovely run, took it past 3 Dortmund players. He's took the shot straight at Roman Berke. Berke's let it go through his legs. He didn't go straight for the ball because he thought the player was close, and then he dived on it. Apologies. Bringing hits.
I was done, mate.
Bringing Marvin hits. He's not called Marvin, he's called Marwin. Marwin, because we're going to get this dub. Ah. It's real. Come on, KL, that's a you kind of thing. I'll show you the other comments from Tubbs.
Not very now.
Kyle just says it would be great if West Ham got to Europe this season. I like Moyes and he deserves to be successful. That's a 3-1 Leicester, I say, guys. Tubbs said 3-3 draw. And then Tubbs, Leverkusen nil scored again. Banner's been shite this season, I can say shite. Knocked out of the German Cup by a second division team managed by a guy named Ole Werner. I mean German Cup. Josh said it's okay because Huntelaar is about to save Schalke before he retires, and then Tubbs said nice goal by obviously about the Hoffenheim goal, and then dang Diaby picking Dortmund apart. It's like a carcass right now.
It was a nice goal. I'm interested to see because in slow motion you can't really tell if it came off Guendouzi or not, as he was kind of sliding in to block the shot, and maybe that's what outfoxed Schwolo as it went into the near post high into the roof of the net. But we'll have to see. I think Hoffenheim, will be happy with the result. It's another poor Hertha Berlin performance. Between these two, they've both got 1 win in 5. They both have 1 win in 5, so 2 between them. A win here today is crucial, but Hoffenheim will be much the happier as they look like they're going to win 1-0 with 10 minutes to go.
Again, another clear opportunity for Dortmund. This time Marco Reus steals the ball. Which I think might be tapped over. Steals the ball away from him. All Leicester is play just a nice little ball into Haaland, just puts too much on it. It goes past Haaland, and Leverkusen got the ball and cleared it. But poor ball by Marco Reus, just too much power. And it was a glorious opportunity. It was a Bender, he took the ball off and just plays it through to Haaland first time, just too much on it. A bit of a bounce, and it goes out, and Herdetsky collects it.
Just on thingy, Gakinovic is down, receiving treatment. I don't know if it was a kind of a innocuous one. It doesn't appear that it was a contact injury. He's getting up now, but I'll have to get back to you if he gets subbed off or anything.
Wait and see. There is Dortmund are coming on the attack here. No, they're not, because Guerrero's just played an awful ball to Brandt, and now it's Wirtz to Ilario, who were touched by Ilario. Ball through to Diaby, who's outfoxed Delaney, but Delaney can't get it cleared. And Guerrero eventually does as well. And now Brandt nearly passes it away. Dortmund genuinely look rattled.
Oh, Ridley Baku, what a touch. Oh, he's still going past 2. He's brought down by Mwene, and Mwene is going to be penalised for that.
Cynical.
What a little run by Baku. He knows exactly what he's doing. What a player.
It's strange. Obviously, I did the Mainz watch-along. Mainz played so well, and to come out with a draw, I think, was so unfair. But you couldn't really pick a player who you go, oh, he played amazingly. It was more of just a collective effort, everyone doing their job, and it's the reason they got the draw. And I'm just Edin Terzic took Jude Bellingham off when Zagadou had come off. Very early on in the game, and out of anyone you took off the youngest player who had amazing game.
Bites are on. No, go on, shut up.
I think it's really affected Bellingham's confidence because he was playing amazing, then it took him off and really ruined his confidence, I think.
Well, I thought I might have a counter there. Sorry, Kieran, I thought I might have a counter, but it came to absolutely nothing. Go ahead, Kieran.
No, that's all right. I just don't know if it would ruin Bellingham's confidence because you need to remember the guy's like 18.
Yeah, true.
The guy's got so much football ahead of him. I don't think he'd expect to come in and be a starter for Dortmund straight away. They're very good with young players, and integrate him into the side slowly but surely. I think for a debut year in the Bundesliga, I think it's probably gone at what he would have expected. It's going to be slow. He's not going to run the midfield. Not everyone can have a burst onto the scene like Sancho kind of season.
Oh, no.
Especially not from
Mickey Richards.
Oh, no, he did burst onto the scene, to be fair. Youngest English defender, I'd say that's bursting on the scene.
It was just a shame to see because he was having probably the game of this season so far. And I say that, and Leverkusen, that's a great tackle by Meunier. But again, another Dortmund mistake. This time it was Delaney and Brandt just getting caught up in each other's passes. And it looked like a lovely move. And Marco, I've given hate to Royce in terms of his his attacking, but his actual defending of winning the ball back has been great so far. in this game. So the scores as they stand: Bayer Leverkusen 1-0 up against Borussia Dortmund, and Hoffenheim 1-0 up against Hertha Berlin. It's Mainz and Wolfsburg still goalless.
Well, you say that. Vegas just took it down the box, but good defending by Mainz back there. They've done well defensively, and now they could potentially counter with Burkhardt. But, is that handball by Lacroix? I don't think so. Him and Anisu have been scrapping all night, and this time Lacroix gets the foul. I hope I'm saying that right, by the way.
Lacroix.
It's Lacroix. So Lacroix.
Isn't it like that wine? Bolin! Oh.
No idea. Kale, any ideas?
As a man who did GCSE French, Lacroix would be my pronunciation.
No, he's being called Lacroix. He's being called Lacroix.
Got a couple of comments. Tubbs is saying, subscribe, guys. Thank you very much, Tubbs. We genuinely do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share it with your friends, your family, your dog, whoever. And Daz says, anyone doing the Champions League when it's back on? Yes.
Yeah.
All of us. If you're new, Daz, if you go back on the channel when Champions League group stage was on, when Champions League were finishing just at the end of last tournament, we did every single game. So yeah, that'll happen again. Yeah, pretty confident. We'll be able to do a goal show, in the knockouts. I don't think we will we?
No, we won't.
It'll only be two.
It'll only be two
games a night, yeah. So
it'll be like last time where we all just chose a game and then boom.
Yeah, you'll probably see us in pairs, basically.
Yeah. Exactly. Like Anil said, like dominoes. Dominoes don't come in pairs. Jadon Sancho's making a burst and run forward. He's still got the ball, Sancho, and he does amazing. He gets the ball past everyone, but because he keeps on going, there were so many opportunities he could have gone down for a free kick. His excellence has ruined him there, I think is the way to say it.
It's a very polite thing to say. I'd like someone to tell me that my excellence has ruined me.
Your excellence has ruined you, Kieran.
Yeah, it seems like a nice way to let someone down. Like, if you're ever firing someone, I do want to keep you around, but your excellence.
You're just doing too good.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a lovely little run. Sorry.
So I was just going to say my game's been pretty boring.
Like a terrible back pass. And that is forward for... Oh, it's a poor shot. He should have done better there, Kramaric. He's the main goal threat from Hoffenheim. And I don't know what. I think it was... might have been Garida in the midfield. I don't know who he was.
Oh, come on. It's an easy voice. It's a 2-1 for Mainz. It's an easy voice back to Burkhardt. Where are you going? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That should be 1-0.
Oh! So, DRB 45 yards, like 40 yards out this time, having a dig. Berkey has to save to his bottom right. Sorry, KD.
Oh, what a tackle by Lacroix.
At the end of these goal shows, I'd just like an edit of the sound bites of us just going, or something like that.
It was Leverkusen have just thought, sorry, we'll just shoot outside the box.
How did Mainz go from a 2-on-1 to messing it up? What the bloody hell was that pass?
Was it Burkhardt who messed it up?
Well, Anisi Wood didn't really need to pass it. He passed it a little bit early, and Burkhardt sort of ran onto it, but took it wide as he took a touch.
Right, before I do a Tig situation, how old is Burkhardt?
He's 20.
Okay.
He used to play for Wolfsburg.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think
that's the wrong Burkhardt.
Are you thinking of Bialik? The youngster?
No. I've heard of Burkhardt before. Did you never play for
Oh, fair gosh.
Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan Burkhardt is 20.
Yeah.
Tubb says that it's pronounced Lacroix.
Oh, Berkey, what a save! But it's also what a header. Chip comes in to the box and it's Ilario who should have probably put it in, and Berkey's dropped down to his bottom left and just saved it, parried away into the danger zone. Much like Tom Cruise, but it's all good, it's all cleared.
Did you say it was pronounced Lacroix?
He said
Lacroix.
Pronounced La and then Qua. So K-W-A, Lacroix.
I was close.
Qua.
I was right.
Like a duck. Who do you think, guys, could win the UCL? I thought Chelsea would make a good run, but their current form is SHIT, to be honest. Bayern. I think Bayern will they'll just switch it on.
Because the team I've said is still in it, Juventus, because they're still in it. But I don't really back that shout anymore.
Get it?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Mainz.
PSG.
They make a bounding run.
1 minute of added time in my game.
We have got 1 minute of added time in our game as well.
We are yet to reach added time in this game.
Lucas Solario, though, probably should have put that in the back of net. He jumps up high, beats Hummels, and just, just puts it, just not in a dangerous area, but Berkey has to make a quick reactionary save.
Right. Do you know, like I said, Burkhardt I thought he played for Wolfsburg.
Yeah.
Turns out I was thinking of a guy called Gerhardt, which...
Oh, yeah, Gerhardt.
I mean,
I think...
Yeah. I must have mixed the two up, but I knew I thought I'd seen someone with a heart.
Everyone's got a heart, Kieran. Everyone's got a heart. Much
They
like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz.
It's a free kick for Mainz inside Wolfsburg's area. It's just in front of the halfway line. They're going to put everyone forward. Danny Latzer whips the ball in towards... It's headed on by Anisiwo. There's nobody there. It does come back to Boyces, who goes for a long ranger from about 30 yards, and it's miles wide of the goal, and that should take us to half-time.
Yeah, we've just had the whistle. It nearly got a goal. It was Diaby running through Dortmund like a hot knife through butter, and just tearing them apart. But it was all football through to Lario, but...
I'm going to put the Leicester game on while it's half-time.
Okay.
No, mine's got 1 minute of added time because we obviously kicked off a little bit later here in Berlin.
Guys, I'll be honest, my stomach's a bit iffy. I ate 6 potato waffles in like a minute. Well, because I realised I made the food and then I didn't realise, we're streaming in like 5 minutes. So I had to wolf it down. Oh.
As the rider strikes from range, it's a good hit from the midfielder, and it's a good save low to the right from Oliver Baumann to turn it around for the corner, which I presume would be the last action of the half. And Derrida will stand over the set piece. He had a really nice free kick earlier that almost found the foot of Stark, but it kind of clipped off his studs rather than making a firm connection. His corner is whipped in low to the front post, and I gave him the build-up, and he didn't even miss the first man. Quality.
Tubbs just said Bayern have been shite as well. Anyone please get Alaba out of my club? Well, he is. He's off in it to Real Madrid.
Who's that?
Alaba.
Yeah. I thought that's what he said. I didn't know what you said.
Do you remember Josh talked to us and we thought he said Alba? And I was like, Alba?
Jordan Alba. That would be a dangerous move to go from Real Madrid to Barca.
Your health will be at risk.
That calls an end to the first half, and another disappointing first half from a Hertha Berlin perspective, and Hoffenheim, who were a place behind Hertha Berlin in the league, will leapfrog them with this victory.
Yeah, Scotland as a standard. Bayer Leverkusen 1-0 up against Borussia Dortmund. Diaby, well, I'm going to say stunner because it was more the ball into Diaby and the touch by him, but a great finish for Diaby to put them 1-0 up. Hoffenheim 1-0 up. Rudy goal, did you say?
Yes, Sebastian Rudy, yeah.
So puts Hoffenheim up. Hertha will be wanting to get back to the game. Then Mainz Wolfsburg 0-0 seems like a very interesting affair over in Mainz. And then we'll talk about some of the scores that went on in sort of the other leagues. West Ham beat West Brom 2-1. Jared Bowen from home and Mikel Antonio gave West Brom all 3 points. Leicester Chelsea has just kicked off. We're 3 minutes into that. Should we say the team lineups quickly? Why not? If you're not tuning in, if you're not tuning to the game, you're tuning for the Bundesliga action. Schmeichel, Castagna, Fofana, Justin, Evans, Maddison, Barnes, and Didier, Albrighton, Tielemans, and Vardy are playing for Leicester. And for Chelsea, it's Mendes, James, Silva, Rudiger, Chilwell, Havertz, Kovacic, Mount, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, and Abraham. So unfortunately, Olivier Giroud is not even on the subs. So we all know that Josh won't be happy with that. I think
that Giroud might be leaving Chelsea in January.
Where's he going?
I'll tell you what, get him to Mainz. They need a new striker.
Yes.
Get him to Mainz.
Yes. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Kieren.
You're welcome.
I don't know how Mateta leaves, but you two just switch clubs. No, he's going to. I was expecting Mateta to go to Chelsea then for a second.
No, he's going to London.
It's too good for Chelsea.
So that's why
he's going to link up with Roy Hodgson and Joel Ward at Crystal Palace.
This will be what it'll be like when Mateta hits the ground running. Chelsea fans will be like, we brought the wrong Bundesliga striker.
In La Liga, Cadiz drew with Levante. Real Valladolid drew with Elche 2-2 as well. Alves Sevilla kicks off in 10 minutes. In the Bundesliga, obviously, Gladbach getting that 1-0 win in the early kickoff. Nico Valverde against Werder Bremen. No one cares about the National League. Coppa Italia, Roma versus Spezia is currently 0-0. No one cares about the National League.
Wow.
And in the game that really mattered this morning, Western Sydney Wanderers beat Central Coast Mariners 1-0 with a Nico Muller goal.
No one cares about the Australian League.
No, I'll tell you what.
Wrong. I care.
You'd be absolutely hated by the support your local boys. They'd be absolutely appalled if you said they don't like
Fine,
non-league.
draw some National League scores. Stockport are beating Dagenham and Redbridge. Kings Lynn are beating Eastleigh. And that is it. Wait, where's Halifax?
I think you'll find, Rowan, it's elite sport because it's been allowed to continue. So
Chester are beating Bradford Park Avenue in National League North.
Chester, they have a zoo.
They do. Exactly, you don't care.
They've also got John... what was his name?
Josh McGuinness.
Oh, what a goal that is. Oh my God, who's just scored that? Wilfred Ndidi has just got an absolute screamer for Leicester.
Well, Leicester 1-0 up.
What a goal. It's fell to him from the corner and he's just whacked it and it's hit the post, bounced to the other side and gone in. I'm going to see the goal again. Yeah, the corner's taken short. Madison tries to take it past Pulisic. I don't know if Albrighton might be offside when the ball's played back to him. It's put back to, I think, Harvey Barnes, who misses it. And indeed he hits it on the half volley off the side of the post and in. What a goal.
Are you guys with me that goals off the woodwork just look a lot better?
They look so clean, don't they? When it rattles.
Yeah. I do love it.
We'll read a couple of comments. Kyle's just asking, is Alaba bad? Would like him at United. Tubbs replied, he has been ever since he demanded €400k per week. Listen, if United get Alaba, United will win the Prem. Kyle said, I hope so. Josh got very sad at the Giroud stuff. Maguire and Alaba at the back. Holy smokes, you can basically play a high line. Kyle's asking, last question, what the hell happened to Mesut Ozil? Just form dropped. He got dropped.
I think he was harshly dropped, I'm not going to lie.
The thing is, he's never had the production for the money he's on. And it's always like when you get a new signing that's worth, 100 odd million or whatever, people expect that money of production. And Ozil never got that. You know what he's about? He is such a brilliant technician when on the ball, and he's got a great footballing mind to find players in positions. I always remember when they were playing Liverpool and he could have easily took a shot on goal, and he did some kind of like a back heel flick to, I think it was Maitland-Niles at the time, and you just can't buy, skill like that. But
I don't think we'll ever see another player like Mesut Ozil, I'm not going to lie.
He's a difficult player to put into a bracket, isn't he? Really, because in terms of talent, he's always been up there. In terms of work rate, not really. I don't think he's ever had an amazing work rate. But I think at Fenerbahce he'll do amazing things.
Linking up with a lot of other players there as well.
It's a shame that he's gone over there, though. I think it's not a forgotten league, but it's not your main five. I feel like people just go, but you're playing in the Turkish league.
I think he'll be happier for it because they understand. Like, I think he's been wanting to go, but he always said, I think during the summer, like in terms of wages, he wanted to go to Turkey because he was. If I'm not wrong, he has a picture of him in a Fenerbahce kit when he was a kid. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like not going playing for one of your home clubs, but it just made too much sense because they'll respect him in Turkey and he respects Fenerbahce as well. It just seems like a nice fit.
Well, Tubio, I'll call you Tubio because I feel mean calling you Tubbs. It sounds like an English assault, an English offence. What offence? I can't say offence. Call you fat.
Insult.
Thank
English
you.
insult.
He just said apparently he voiced out against happenings in China, and the Chinese investors practically told Arsenal not to play him.
I saw that. It was about I think they're called merger people. I can't remember what they're called. I do understand because I saw a lot of people in the comments saying, go to Fenerbahce where your views will be respected and stuff like that. I did see that. I can't remember what they're called, but merger people? I can't remember what they're called.
Well, he said Colin Tubbs, so Tubbs said, I heard he's highly ranked in Fortnite. Kyle said, I'd rather Alaba and Bayer at the back. And Tubbs replied, that would work as well, but I think Maguire and Alaba are more balanced. Don't get me wrong, I think Bayer's better than Maguire.
No, he's not.
He did put a laugh after that. And Kyle said, I just don't think Maguire's a great defender. Yeah, he plays well with Bayer, but can't do the same with Lindelof. A player who's worth 80 mil should be doing better, in my opinion.
Harry Maguire is not the problem. That's what I'll say. He's not the problem. He has been fantastic since that Newcastle game. He's been probably one of our best players. He's just such an easy target.
But you're top of the league, so do you really have a problem?
Yes, there definitely is a problem, but it's not come to fruition yet. Is probably the term I'd use.
Do you think it's prolonging the problem that will eventually show itself?
Yeah, because we've got a very, very short line of centre halves, to be fair, that are fully fit. Because Lindelof's got his back injury, which you don't know how serious that is, because he's been on and off all season. Eric Bailly just gets injured by blowing his nose. And Axel Tuanzebe has been injured for the majority of last year, and he's only just come back this year. We only have really one fully fit centre half at the moment, which is Harry Maguire.
And he does play every minute, to be fair.
Every minute of every game.
So would you take Alaba?
Oh, yeah, snatch your fingers off at Alaba. I love David Alaba.
Anyone else that you think, if they come to United, who you think might be available? Or who United will go?
I think Sergio Ramos will come to Manchester United, I'm not going to lie.
It'd be fun to see him in this league, for sure.
He was rumoured to be signing a 2-year contract like Man United, and I wouldn't be against it because he's a fantastic defender.
Mo Salah will be crying in his sleep.
He's playing against 2 times a year. 3 if they get him in the FA Cup.
I feel like he's going to turn up with NFL shoulder pads on. Just wouldn't play Sergio Ramos.
Should we have a look and see what's coming up on the channel? Let's have a look. So coming up with the channel in the coming week, we've got the Italian Super Cup watch-along on the 20th of January tomorrow with Josh and KL. That'll be Juventus versus Napoli. Very interesting game there. After that, you've got me again on Friday at 7:20. That's Gladbach versus Borussia Dortmund. So maybe KL can join for that, possibly. On the 23rd of January...
I wasn't brought in for the Gladbach watch-along.
On the 23rd of January, we've got Josh with the AC Milan versus Atalanta. On the weekend, it's Will and KD with the Manchester United versus Liverpool FA Cup live watch-along. The Ladbrokes Masters first round are back 29th of January with Josh. The darts are back. Don't forget to check out the Double Top podcast on the channel. Went up on Monday, yesterday. So don't forget to tune out. That's with Chris, a loyal viewer. KL might have to join me for that.
I cannot believe
now that I know how to do like Discord and dual streams, KL may be joining me.
Yeah, no worries. Right. But it must be close to the second half. So usually what we'll talk about is obviously people off the bench. So Rowan, who do you think off the bench?
Well, we'll start with Leverkusen. I flashed up there. No one, because they've been playing amazing. Genuinely, I don't see any changes. Possibly, maybe just some freshen it up. Maybe Sinkgraven, Dragovic. Maybe just a defensive change. Jedvaj, Fosu Mensah possibly for his debut for Bender. And that's it. Maybe Patrick Schick for Ilario, maybe at the 65th minute, but that's just a routine change. I don't think they need to do anything drastic. They've outclassed Dortmund all over the pitch. As for Dortmund, we'll look at the thing. For me, it's take off Marco Reus. He's been great in his defence, but attacking, he just hasn't been there. If Reina is fully fit, bring on Gio Reyna. If he's not, bring on Rainier. Try something with that. Up front, I think Haaland will come off around the 70th minute. So Mukoku or Tiggs, it's probably going to be Mukoku. Against Mainz, he did have a great little thing. He was the reason that the equaliser was scored from Mounier. He fought back and won the ball. And that's probably it. Maybe Dahoud for Delaney if you want to go a bit more attacking. Nico Schultz to give Guerrero a rest. He plays a lot of hours. Same with Mori and Mounier. But yeah, for me, it's Marco Reus and Rainier. And Reina as well, possibly. Interchange, see who fits that better. KL, we'll start with you. As for Hertha, who do you think?
Well, I think I'll give it a while first. Let's see how it can go for a little bit. I don't think we'll see changes till about the 60 or so minute. Unfortunately for me, I'd take off Christoph Piatek. I think that penalty may shoot his confidence. He hasn't really got into the game since he took that. And you've got a goal scorer with Dodi Lukabakio on the bench and a good attacking player. Apart from that, I look at the bench. Deshaun Raydan is another good pacey forward that they could bring on to help it. But the problem with Hertha Berlin is they've just got too many forwards and they can't put them all into the team. So maybe if you're going to keep with attacking fullbacks and a narrow through the middle, Zifferwick might offer you a little bit more going forward than a Peter Pekarik. So maybe him. But for Hoffenheim, everything's going well for them. I think you have to at some point bring on Bibu. He's your second top goal scorer. He's your highest assister. He's just made for a game like this to try and maybe put one more in the back of the net and kill the game off. Apart from that, Jakob Brun-Larsen, I won't be surprised if the former Dortmund man comes on in one of the wing spots because Gacinovic, the right mid's on a yellow card. And John on the other side, just to freshen it up, really. And maybe we might see, if they want to show things up at the back, maybe Harvard Nordveit, former West Ham legend.
Wait and see. And also, Bibu sounds like the name when you walk into the corner shop. And now, now, KD from Mainz.
I'm quite excited about the Mainz changes, of course, because they've got two youngsters on there, which could come on and potentially cause some danger. Nicholas Tauer came on against Dortmund, Rowan, the young man, number 25. Yeah. Actually rouletted, I think, round. I think it was Moynier.
Yeah, he did.
Later on in the game.
He did.
Looks like a very, very good talent for Mainz. Of course, they've got Marve Papella as well, the midfielder. But we'll look away from that. We've got the experience of Ji Dong-won on the bench. Get him on front. Get him on the end of summer. No, being serious, I probably think Robin Kaison needs to come on in the second half. Probably Kevin Stöger as well. And then later on into the game, of course, there's 5 substitutes. So probably Dominic Kor, the new signing, needs to come on, as well as probably Kevin Stöger and Szoboszlai, maybe. But for Wolfsburg, I think they need another man in midfield because Max Phillips not really staying in that cam role. I think he'll be replaced maybe for either Jinsiek or Foot Freeze João Victor, potentially in the second half. Or they could bring on another centre-half that can also play CDM in Joshua Gilavogi.
Versatile is, I think, what you call him. My Dortmund players, my games come back. The Dortmund players are coming onto the pitch, so Leverkusen.
Sadly not here, but it does. There's an intense warm-up going on for Ziffer Week as the players come down. Sadly, our players come down an escalator because we're cool like that.
Because that is really cool. They've got red carpets at Leverkusen.
Well, the thing is, once they go under these escalators, I've watched Hertha Berlin play enough. They then enter a tunnel where everything is blue, but it almost looks like everyone's under UV light. So
I know exactly.
Is it Hertha who have the rock wall?
Yeah.
I've not seen it on this bit. I want them to show it me though.
So I remember when Champions League was on, and obviously it being played in Germany. I remember just seeing the rock wall so much.
Oh well, BT's told me sorry. There's a problem as they got to the bottom of the escalator.
KD, your opinions on Mainz's walkout area?
I did. Arsene Wenger-esque. I didn't see it.
Ah, wow.
Oh, there's a chance for Wolfsburg. It's straight from kick-off here. It's a ball lofted over to the right. It's going to be cut back to Baku. Awful pass to Baku. Whoever that is needs to get sacked. He's not that quick. It's cleared away.
Early chance for Ridley Baku there. There is 100% no bias to Ridley Baku in this stream.
I don't know what you're about.
I think we're going to see a change in this game.
Who's coming on?
By the looks of it, it looks like Ziffer Week is Bruno Labbadia has just come out and given him a team talk. And
what a chance.
He's with the coach looking at them, them clipboards that they flip around. I'm not sure what's on them. I'd love to know. But we'll see as, Ziffer Week is getting ready. I'm not sure if it'll be a straight swap for Pekarik, but we'll have to see.
The greatest German right-back of all time put a great ball in there, but Max Philipp, the fraud from Dortmund, could not get his head on it and could not divert it goalwards. It would have been a really, really good goal, to be fair. They worked it well, Wolfsburg, but the fraud that is Max Philipp couldn't get it in on target.
I do like it. As the night's gone on, you've slowly progressed in praise. You went like, best player, best Wolfsburg player, best German player.
Best German right-back. Obviously ahead of Philipp Lahm. Tubbs did just say this was to Kyle's comment about Maguire not being a great defender. I kind of disagree. I don't rate his defensive awareness at all. Let his balls go by too easily. Tubbs said it'd be right back. Josh said I felt very bad putting Kyle on too many watchalongs.
That's all right. It's all right. I love a bit of Gladbach. You know they're my faves. But by the way, it's a straight swap. Pekaric off as Vicovic is on. It's what I said at half time. He brings a little bit more going forward, and he's a little bit younger than Pekaric, so we'll see him hopefully bombing up and down that right-hand side as we are about to kick off a little bit later.
Kyle also said, did you see Messi got sent off? Apparently he punched one of the Sevilla players.
He did.
Little man syndrome.
I saw someone got sent off and still got a better rating than Ronaldo, even though they don't fail to admit that he played an extra half an hour. So the banter goes on between Ronaldo and Messi.
I think that is going to be the age-old question that no one will ever be able to agree on.
No, they're both very good footballers.
They're both two of the best footballers we'll ever see in our lifetime. This one's better than the other.
By the way, I'm making a drink if anyone can hear the water in the background.
Should we play guessing it? What drink is KL making? I'm going to go for Vimto.
That's through, headed by Cordoba. He's inside the 6-yard box and he's absolutely furious. And he's headed it over the crossbar. It's a great lofted ball by Mittelstadt.
Julian Brandt has just put the ball wide. He had so much open space outside the box, and he's just dribbled it. A pass to the left of the. That is awful.
By the way, for anyone in the chat who guessed Vimto, you are correct.
Yeah, it should have been Sunkist, but
never.
Yeah, I wasn't Sunkist.
Sunkist it wasn't even that bad. This love of football from Dortmund though. Sorry, Marco Reus. Haaland led the ball off to Reus. Reus now to Brandt. Haaland's made a lovely run. He's had to slow down. And the game just gets completely slowed because Brandt's lost the ball to Diaby, who...
Oh, go on.
Diaby's still going. He's winning since the halfway line. It's the Diaby show. It's the greatest showman all over again, but with Diaby's face. Barely outside the box, and he's put it over the crossbar. Sorry, Katie, carry on.
What?
Austin Alley gave the ball away, but it came to nothing in the end. But a bit of a scare there. And honestly,
I'd love to know where the Diaby with the face of the greatest showman.
That is awful. Diaby has gone on the outside of Delaney and then cut on the inside of Guerrero. He's running rings round them. He's the man of the match for sure today. And the greatest showman because he's just putting on a performance.
Well, that might have to be
how that is abysmal.
That might have to be how it's known from now on.
What, the greatest showman? Yeah, you idiot. Oh, it's only just clicked. It's only just clicked. Oh.
Come on, son. Oh. Jesus Christ.
And he also just said the man to the other side of me is not going. He's not going to be on the next stream.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Diaby on the ball. What a corner.
What is that?
Oh, Cunha. Oh, referee! Oh my God. Cunha has took it past two men, then nutmegged Kevin Vogt and got taken out. And he's doing his best Diaby impression. What can I say? And it's a beautiful nutmeg, and he's just taken out. He's taken out, sorry.
I'm saying here, I forgot what I'm going to say actually. How's it going at you, Kitty?
Mine's a fucking awful, aren't they?
Whoa! I never know if we're allowed to swear on these.
They're gonna get relegated, Rowan.
I tend to avoid it personally.
Same. I just don't. When it's the comments, I'm like, can I say it? Well, I will say it. It's not us. Blame the.
Go on. What's the comment saying?
Josh always says we can swear.
It was shite and stuff like. Is shite a swear word? Corner comes in though. Doesn't beat the first man. Does go back. Another cross comes in, cleared by Hummels, and then he'll go all the way out.
I'm laughing because when you said "is shite" a swear word, all I'm thinking of is that in between is where it's like it's crap swear word.
I knew what you were thinking about. Over this free kick though is Derrida and Cunha. Cunha earned the free kick, so I think it's only right he takes it.
Amira again, 35 yards outside the box, As a dig, Berkey parries it and then catches it. They are not afraid tonight.
Oh, what a chance for the fraud Max Phillip there. It's fell to him in the box. John Brooks had the header. It falls to him, hits it on the volley, and I think it comes off in the end. Renato Stefano actually clears it for Mainz. I think it's going in. No, it's not. It's the foot of, I think, Alexander Hack back there. What a clearance that is by the centre half.
The resulting free kick was hit over by Mateus Cunha, but he will be happy that the ball didn't quite hit the windshield of the placement car that is just between the pitch. So he didn't have to pay any damages, which is nice.
So last stream we had the guard dog and Hey Arnold. We have now already had the fraud. We have the greatest showman.
Well,
the fraud Max Phillip's just got a yellow card as well for absolutely taking out Burkhardt. What a fraud.
I think Galeno was the original fraud of recent times, but he was more good than bad.
Again, it's all Leverkusen. That he's just skinned Mounier. And that was the greatest showman, Diaby, who skinned him.
I like if people ever come in that are new, they just won't have a clue who we're talking about if we just give everybody a nickname.
And now Alexander Hackleton. Come on.
That's poor.
Ball over the top and it's straight to the hands of Hradecky. The second half hasn't had that lively start as the other half did.
I think
it's been very slow.
Mine has actually, because I think, has it? Hertha have been on the front foot, and which is what you'd kind of expect as Hoffenheim are sitting back deep. But Hoffenheim do concede plenty of goals, so we'll have to see if they can keep Hertha at bay.
I think they need to push back up the field a little bit. Of course, he's been playing right wing. No, that's not me. Actually, I'm having a laugh at that. Genuinely, he's been playing right wing the last few games. Bring him back.
Goes inside. Oh, it's into the middle of the box. It's on. It's cleared by Florian Wirtz doing his defensive duties. That should have been a goal. Marco Reus drives it in lovely. Fakes on the inside. That's an awful shot by Kanji outside the box. And fakes it on the inside. And then goes for a shot. It's Brand who creates it. Plays it through to Jude Bellingham. Plays a lovely ball through to Royce. Royce skins Jonathan Tah, but Tah does lovely. Tah gets a foot to it. So when Royce plays the ball through to Guerrero, it's not perfect place. Like Guerrero can't get it under his control, and then Haaland just can't get on the remainders of it. And it's cleared by Florian Wirtz.
Do you guys think Wirtz is the next Havertz from the Bayer Leverkusen academy?
It's a big thing to say. It might be. But...
I think in terms of next big star coming from Leverkusen, 1,000,000%, yeah.
My thing is, he's only 17 if I'm not mistaken, or he made his debut at 17.
I think he's 18 now, but yeah, he's still stupid look.
So many years ahead of him. That's a nice ball. Oh, sorry, just cleared by Adams. It's fell to Guendouzi, who's been dispossessed. I apologise for wasting your time.
Again, Dortmund have started the second half better off. That was Jadon Sancho driving into the box, tries to put a shot in, it's deflected, and Haaland eventually does nothing within. It's flicked to the hands of Hradecky. But Dortmund, the second half, have really come out firing.
And Hoffenheim might be firing ahead, but Zifawik gets the block. It was going to be a cross-keeper shot.
Jadon Sancho! Mounier, it's wide open on the right, and that is awful. That is awful. I could do better. And genuinely, Jadon Sancho, he skins Aaron Guiz. This is outside of the box. Mounier's on acres of space on the right. He opts for the shot, which I think is the correct decision. He goes for the shot, and he just absolutely blazes it to the right of the post and over the crossbar. It was that bad. If he squares that back and cross face of the goal, you've got Haaland. I think you had Royce there. If not, if you go back, you had Sancho and Brandt. Just, I think, poor decision making if that shot is not on target. As now Leverkusen will try to use this momentum all the way to Wendell. What
an awful corner.
Oh!
Another poor corner from Mainz in there. And someone's going to get a yellow card. I think it's Boetius. It is Boetius getting the yellow card for another foul.
Oh.
What's happening?
Speaking of that, there's been another foul in this game because Baumgartner this time is the man sliding in. The reason that oohed was because one of them collisions where two people go for an header and one of them just looks worse for wear when they land.
Yeah.
To be fair, credit to him, got straight back up, but it just looked, visually didn't look very nice.
Didn't look nice, did he? He could have been a bit nicer with that header.
The thing is, I watch UFC. I've seen some nasty knockouts, but for some reason in football, it doesn't hit as much. Like I feel bad.
Ball played down the left by Wendell through to Amira, but Amira was just offside against Akanji. But again, Leverkusen, parts they've looked like they've looked under threat in the second half, and then times just really lovely runs from your attackers. It's very strange from them.
I want to ask KD, who looks most likely to open the scoring? Because obviously you're the only game without a goal so far.
Do you know what? That's a very, very good question. And honestly, I don't know. No team's really taken the game by the scruff of the neck. I'm not going to lie. They've both had little spells where they've been in possession and they've looked quite dangerous going forward, but no one's really took the scruff of the neck and had a clear-cut opportunity, I'd say.
Maybe it's just destined to be 0-0.
I hope not. So, to be fair, take a point. Take a point.
I love taking a point.
This is lovely by Bender. 2 verts outside the box. To Amira.
Oh, well, I feel like there's a
Amira.
goal in this game. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, so close. Sorry, Kenny, go on.
I was going to say that there feels like there's a goal coming in this game. This game's going to end 1-0 to one of these two teams, and it's going to be a really, really scrappy goal, I think.
But Genev did say that when Man United played Liverpool this weekend. He did say this doesn't think it's going to be a 0-0 game, and Genev was wrong. So I hope for your sake there's a goal.
Oh, there's a free kick won by Danny Latzer in there. Max Arnold makes the foul, and the referee's just called him and said, "Hey, Arnold, don't do that again."
Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been the Bundesliga Watchalong.
Jesus Christ, man.
Talk about trying to get it in.
On another foul, it's Xaver Schlager this time, and the referee said, "Hey, Schlager, don't do that again."
No, it doesn't work the second time.
Tubbs has said, Hakimi could have scored that. Dortmund missed him immensely, particularly Sancho on that right. Munier has been horrendous. I agree with you to a point. I think Hakimi is miles better than Munier currently. But Munier hasn't actually... He's adapted to the role that Hakimi played very well.
Oh.
I'll come to you in a second. He just doesn't... He doesn't have that goal-scoring threat or the... I think this... I want to say the skill. And Sancho just really isn't used to the Munier playing with him. It looks like Daly St. Graven's going to come on as well. Sorry, Kyle, what happened?
Sorry, we had our first change. Bialik on for Brekalo, go.
Well, mine was actually nothing. It was more the fact that Vox misjudged the header and there was a free bouncing ball in the box from a long ball, but Adams cleared it. And just that, I just don't think Munier has the pace to do the job Hakimi did. Because Hakimi was up and down all day long. And since moving to Inter Milan, unsurprisingly, Hakimi has been brilliant again.
I don't think the pace is the same level. Sorry, but I think the work rate's the same. But I don't think Sancho would have been always used to Hakimi just making that blitzing run, whereas he has to hold the ball up a lot longer. And I don't think he likes doing that. As Daly St. Graven comes off the Vendel, I just don't think he likes holding the ball as much as he has to for Munier rather than Hakimi.
I was going to say that I don't think Mounier works in a back five. I think he's more of a full back than a wing back. He doesn't work in that back five. However, he could prove me wrong in the second half of the season. But from what I've seen so far, it doesn't look like he works. There's going to be 2 more changes for Mainz. I think Dominic Kor is coming on in midfield, and the youngster Nicholas Tower, who had a nice little spell against Dortmund, is also going to come on. I'm not sure who for yet, though. Those two are sitting on the sidelines, ready to come on. Come on, Mainz, the 05ers. No bias at all.
The thing is, when Terzic came in, he immediately switched to a back 4, and obviously it hasn't paid off, but I think just because there's been acres of space being exposed, but under a back 5, Munier did play a little bit better, because if he wanted to drift, he could. Same with Guerrero, whereas now he is Delaney, or that either Delaney or Chan, that sort of the other centre mid, has to sit so far back as a makeshift left back.
It is Boitius and Ostonali off for Tower and Dominic Kor. Go ahead, Kieran.
There will be changes in this game. However, I'm pretty sure Kevin Vox has dislocated his shoulder. So
Don't like.
No, it was one of them. He had both elbows back as he was falling to the ground, and he's just not looked good at all. And since that, he's been on the. receiving treatment. I agree,
There's a
KD, it's a big ooh.
There's a nasty foul in there by Bialek, I think, on Barrero. It's a dangerous free kick to give away. He's not going to get booked for it, but Barrero's run onto the ball. Bialek just hurls him over, and Barrero takes a nasty tumble. But it's going to be a free kick tonight. It's another chance to get balls in the box, to get boys in the box, and to get the ball in the box.
Well, subs here. Derrida and Mittelstadt off. On will be that man, Dodi Lukebakio, who we expected to see at some point during this game. And I think the next one, is it Luca Netz coming on? I can't quite see. But also a change for Hoffenheim.
The cross, how not got in? Oh my goodness, what a chance. It's still not cleared though. Onisio's done really well to find Latza, who's going to whip a low ball, and it's easily cleared out by Bielek. But what a chance for Mainz. It was whipped in by Danny Latza. A really, really good ball in it. Someone pokes it back across the face of goal. It's begging to be put in, and nobody's there to tap in. What do I always say, KL? You've got to gamble on it. However, they are coming forward again. Onicio, left-hand side of the penalty area, trying to get past Lacroix, but he does really well defensively. And Baku is hurled over. Of course, that's a foul.
Yeah, I will continue the changes. I know it was a big opportunity, so it's okay. Kevin Voxer's come off, of course, because of his dislocated shoulder. So was Munas de Boer. And onto the pitch is Bibu, and it says here Nordveit has come on as well. So Nordveit does get an appearance. Come on.
In my game, yeah, nothing's happened. There was a comment though from Tubbs. He just said, "Is there overlaps that made Hakimi and Sancho extremely dangerous before?" They also said, speaking of head injuries, you reckon Jimenez will play again? I'm guessing Raul, because he spelled with a G, but I'm guessing it means Raul Jimenez, obviously.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I don't want him to, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I hope I want him to, but I want him to be safe more than anything.
Maybe I'll have to wear the Czech helmet.
But it doesn't work because as a striker, you've got to head the ball. Goalkeepers don't head the ball.
True. Very true, Dave.
And I've seen, obviously, I saw Ryan Mason have his career ended because of that injury. So
it's ball through the middle. Sorry, Haaland has a dig and it's gone out for a corner. My bad.
I'm not sure.
It's difficult.
I think, it is. It's a very difficult question to answer. To be fair, because you just don't know how the players feel and how the clubs feel and how the medical staff have treated it. To be fair, of course, he's been in the stands for the last few games. He looks well. But you don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
I think we don't know how his body might react and really heal it amazingly well, or it could not. It could go either way. And by the way, on that attack, it's a lovely ball by Brandt. Haaland uses his body to shield off was Tapsoba, and then he should have either tried to turn and play it through Royce. Royce has made a lovely run, open space, or back heel. Instead, he goes to the shot and Tapsoba, recorrects himself and makes the block. And then
Bielek, it's 1-0 to Wolfsburg. It's a really, really poor goal to concede from a Mainz point of view. It's passed away, and it's passed, I think it was by Arnold. It was an absolutely fantastic pass in behind the defenders. And Bielek slots it past Zentner, and Mainz suffer more downfall. And it's such a poor goal to give away. It's Mwene again, who gave the ball away for the Borussia Dortmund goal. Arnold, fantastic first time for pass. And Bielek, it's a beautiful finish, but not good.
Amazing sequence of events here at Leverkusen. Apologies. Florian Wirtz bodies Delaney. Akanji comes back, makes an incredible tackle, turns and sends it down the other side to Julian Brandt, who, again, is blitzing through. He's got Haaland in the middle. He just waits too late. It's blocked by Tapsoba again, who's had a great game, and he goes out for a corner. But really, good back and forth stuff as Akanji. I should have had a dig. Sancho whips the ball back in, and it's blocked by a combination of Tar and Amitra, and it'll be cleared and now it's going to be a counter-attack with Diaby again, just running through this Dortmund side. It's still Diaby, and that's an awful ball through by him.
Such a disappointing goal to concede.
Apologies. 1-0 Wolfsburg, though. All games having a goal, and all games being 1-0.
Oh, it's into Burkhardt. He goes for the overhead kick. Oh, what a goal that'd have been. But it's poked away by, of course, the best right-back in the world. It's come to Mwene on the box. He takes the shot. It's blocked. And the keeper's going to save it. But Mainz, a really good response to going 1-0 down. And the best right-back in the world saving Wolfsburg there.
He's now been upgraded.
I do appreciate that all of us have been done by an overhead kick once in this game. Every single one of us has been done.
I like the way that Baku has also now gone from the German's best right-back to the world's best right-back. Oh, Sancho skinned Bender. And then he skinned him again. And then the ball goes out for a corner. No, it doesn't. It's kept in by Tar. Does well there. Bender gets skinned twice.
Bender?
It's Lars. Don't actually know. Brandt outside the box. He's in 1-1. Julian Brandt, it's happened 4 or 5 times out in this game where he's took a shot at the box and I've said, what's he doing? He skied it. This time, Hradecky could have done a lot better. Brandt gets the ball outside the box in the same situation that he's had it many times before and just has a dig bottom right of the net, goes in, Hradecky can't save it. It comes from that sort of the clearance by Tar where he does well to keep it in. All players sort of lose focus. Diaby just can't get it out. Wirtz just struggles. Delaney does well to fight back and it's lovely eyes by Guerrero to split the ball is. Pass it to Brandt outside the box, has a dig, bottom right, 1-1. And game's back on.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, Dortmund have looked probably second best with Diaby dominating the game, and now they're level.
That's the thing, confidence can really run right. It's a lovely goal. It's shut off. Big opportunity in the Hertha game.
No. Ref's blind. Absolutely. Right, so Cordoba goes to flick it up. It clearly hits the hand of Nordveit. And the referee's giving a ball for Hertha. Oh, bollocks, man. Sorry, is that a swear word?
Guerrero outside the box. Guerrero, he plays through Jude Bellingham. Bellingham! Brandt! Oh, you donkey! Oh, no! Again, it's Dortmund again, the counter, and it's Jadon Sancho. He gets the ball in the box, he chips it in. Everyone misses it, Haaland does. He finds Brandt at the back post, and that's Tapsoba, who is sat on the line, stands there and makes the block, and now it's Diaby outside the box. Bailey to Ilario. Ilario goes for the dink, and he puts it wide.
There's an agenda against Mainz. This ref is doing my absolute head in, I'm not going to lie.
Well,
is that 2 agendas I've heard now? I'm
joining you. Because Dodi Luka Bacchio's running the close down, he slips and he takes out the man. But it's a wet day in Berlin, man. The turf, it's not good.
That's exactly what's happened here. Someone slipped over, but it's been adjudged a foul by Mainz, and it's just not at all. I mean, poor refereeing by the German referee, the German official.
It's
absolutely awful. He should be bloody sacked for that.
Yeah, Luka Bacchio's been booked as well. It's absolutely terrible.
That opportunity was all Jude Bellingham. Makes the run for Sancho to play the ball. It's lovely chip. Then Brandt just has to play it. He can't get it in. He has to play it across and it goes for taps over. Also, 2 changes. Demarabe has come on for Aaron Guiz and Schick has also come on, the striker. He has come on in place of Ilario.
Oh, big Lucas Ilario.
So double change here for Leverkusen. But attacking ones really in Demarabe. As Guerrero finds Royce on the wing. It's all Dortmund now, Royce. Ball to the outside of the box. Sancho's stolen it off Bellingham. Sancho's put it wide, you buffoon. Sancho leaves that. Bellingham's outside the box. Can put it in. Oh, Royce, it's lovely. As Sancho sort of seals it from Bellingham and then does an awful shot. What a volley.
You have really had him in the last couple of minutes, Rowan. You called him a volley, a buffoon.
He's rattled.
Oh, ball pulled back! It's 2-0, but that's going to be reviewed. It's Andrej Kramaric with his 9th for the season.
The centre mid.
Well, he's definitely playing up front with this positioning. And it was the reason I didn't really talk was because the ball was dragged back to the edge. And the midfielder hit it, and it was just going nowhere. It was going miles wide. But because Kramaric was in the way, he put the ball under his spell. We'll check if he's offside. He's not offside. Luka Bacchio's keeping him on. Out of nothing, it's 2-0 to Hoffenheim.
Have a dig, Schick. Oh, that's awful. 2-0 Hoffenheim, though. Game's just spicing up with goals. Just need that Mainz and Wolfsburg to get them. We've got 2 goals in all games. I celebrate because Gio Reyna was warming up. But also, a big opportunity there for Leverkusen. Schick tries to get the ball under control and then just can't get the final touch, and it was cleared by Akanji.
Josh has just said Newport County's goalkeeper has scored from a goal kick against Cheltenham.
Oh, we've got to play him on Saturday.
Oh no, that momentum from the goal kick, he might score again.
I was going to say, you don't want him to start a streak, do you? Jesus.
Tubbsy just said, saw that score on the side of his head as Jimenez looked nasty. Brandt goal, poor keeping. Dortmund almost scored again, they're on fire. And then Tubbsy just reacted to say, what, I need to see that. Oh Lord, Sancho should have scored that. Kramaric, Fox in the box.
He is. That is exactly what Kramaric is. He's made kind of a living just being a poacher. He's not got any amazing attributes. He's a good header of the ball, but it was a brilliant finish because it was just a mishit shot, and he pokes a foot out and he just takes the ball under his spell, gets a quick snapshot. Swallow gets a foot to it, but it's not enough, and it trickles into the back of the net, and it's 2-0. And Bruno Labbadia, with all the money spent and all the investment into this team, it's looking very poor, and I don't know how long he can
this is not good.
I was going to ask that question to you, Kieran. How long do you think he's got left? Because they're not in the best position in the league. They're kind of near towards relegation zones, of course. Another defeat towards opposition near him. And what do you think? Do you think he'll be sacked soon?
Well, for me, it has to be. We talked when we saw towards FIFA with Matheus Cunha got a special card, and we looked at Hertha Berlin's kind of upcoming games, and we looked, and it was everybody in and around them. First game, Armenia, they lost 1-0 on the weekend. This game now, Hoffenheim, and they're just dropping closer and closer to that bottom three. And for me, they do have to look beyond Bruno Labbadia if it continues, because 17 points from 17 games with a team that wanted to start looking up in the Bundesliga, and as they did at the back end of last season, it's not good enough.
It's 2-0 to Leicester, by the way.
Oh wow, who scored?
James Maddison has scored, and Adam Cizella is coming on for Stefan Bell. So a positive change for Mainz, bringing a defender off, bringing an attacker on. They obviously want the draw or potentially the win.
They'd take a point.
Yeah, Tubbs just said Leicester 2-0, haha, Chelsea sucks. Sancho's come off and he doesn't look happy. Gio Reyna has come on, but Sancho didn't look happy. He didn't really high-five Reyna. When he came off, his assistant manager had told him. But even bigger worries, it was an opportunity. Leon Bailey makes a lovely run, and Hummels comes out, makes an amazing crunching tackle. And then on the replay, Bailey stamped on his ankle, not on purpose. I think Bailey's injured as well. But if Hummels gets injured, this is worrying for Dortmund. He is limping. Bailey's limped off the pitch, but I think he'll come back on. But Hummels is still limping.
Two more subs for Wolfsburg, and I'm getting a bit worried because Mbabu's coming on. But the fraud, Max Philipp, is off for Gerhardt, I think it is, who's coming on. And Ridley Baku's coming off. Poor manager. Sack him. Get him sacked. Get him sacked. You're an awful excuse of a manager.
No bias. No bias.
And strange scenes sort of at Dortmund. So obviously I said that Sancho come off the thing. Sancho's just sulking on the bench.
Ed's in Manchester, man.
Thought he was in the summer.
Yeah, he's coming.
Piatek is off for Dishon Redan. Kind of the final attacking substitute Hertha Berlin could make. I mean, I'm not the type of person to say what the manager should do, but I've heard it's...
Oh, Jesus! Sorry. It's Diaby, the showman. He's running the show. He's run through. He plays the ball across the face of the goal, and Akanji just goes to clear, and he clears back into the goal, like the face of the goal. It's cleared eventually. But Jesus, man, playing a very risky game here, Dortmund.
Oh, it's going to be on ball, that. And it is against Dodi Luka Macchio. But I tell you what, Hertha Berlin have looked not great tonight, and they've kind of rolled their final dice.
I mean, 2-0. It's going to be hard to come back. 15 minutes left? Ish.
Yeah, 17 including added time. So I'm just going to go with 20. About something like that. I mean, they've still got Jessica Gankam on the bench. You might inject something, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, I've just seen Bailey got carded for that challenge, and he is back on the pitch and running fine, same with Hummels, so luckily for both teams. Two key players are fine.
Oh, what a chance for the guard dog. He was barking orders out before that corner got given, and he almost bloody roared it into the back of the net there. Bulldog-like instinct.
Roared it?
Yeah, roared like a lion.
Yeah, not a dog.
Well, he's big like a dog. He might be a big
In fairness, lions are the cat. Oh, the ball's being given away. Herodecka. Brand can't make the most of it, and he goes out for a corner. Julian Brandt should have passed there. Singraven does great defending. Poor mistake by Herodecka, the keeper. And by the way, Tubbs just said, ha ha ha, Baku fan.
Oh, I love Baku. I absolutely love him.
One of one. You're the only fan.
Enough. No. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. No one
I
has
tried
the
to.
passion for Baku like Kieran does.
No.
No one has a
don't
passion
think so.
for... Oh... I was saying no one has a passion for goals like Haaland because he was nearly about to put it in the back of the net.
Oh,
Would
that'd
you
have been so
think
easy.
that was like a naughty segue?
It was because Joe, trust me, the cross came in as you were mentioning it. The ball was flicked on him like it's going to Haaland.
He definitely got a little bit giddy when he saw that going into the
Oh,
box when he
yes.
was in his mind.
100%. You don't know if Haaland scores out, but a man who has passion for goals.
We all know how it feels when we're waiting to say something and then
That's poor.
we have a pun lined up or something. That's usually me.
Yeah, it's usually as Leverkusen trying to make a counter attack, but Dortmund have sort of actually kept men back for once. Demarabi though will try distributing the midfield, but Haaland's putting him under a lot of pressure. That's great defensive duties from Haaland and Marco Reus together. Oh no, Haaland's gone down injured, and it wasn't really under a massive tackle.
Do you know what needs to happen for Mainz? When they sell Mateta, they need to get a better right back. Because Mwene, he is awful. He is woeful.
Yeah,
He just scuffs it clear. What did you say?
Big shoes to fill.
Sorry, he's the left. They need a left back and a right back, to be fair.
All right.
Because of course they lost Aaron Martin, which is a massive loss.
Yeah.
And then of course they lost the best right back to ever grace to grace football in Ridley Baku.
Just got another promotion. Good to see.
I'm just looking. Haaland went down injured under a slap to the stomach. As Mukoku is going to warm up the youngster. As Diaby gets yellow card for the slap. And I see a sigh from KL.
Yeah, John Cordoba just lashed over from a close attempt, and it was a nice pullback by Luca Netz on the edge of the box. He's a bit close to him, so he has to get his feet sorted. It never quite comes to fruition, and it's blazed over, but it's looking dire with 15 minutes.
Oh, it's 2-0.
Ah.
I can't be bothered anymore. Wout Weghorst has scored. He's chipped the goalkeeper. He's chipped the keeper. Now, I wasn't actually looking at the screen. I looked up and I saw Weghorst running through, and honestly, PTSD has... What has happened here? Oh, what a ball that is by Lacroix. And I think it's... Stefan Bell goes to clear it, absolutely hashes the clearance, and Weghorst runs through chip centre, and it's 2-0. And I think this game is pretty much over with 10 minutes left. It's an absolutely awful defensive mistake by, I think it's Stefan Bell. I don't know, it's Hack. What a poor defensive mistake.
If it makes you feel better, Tubbs does have a question. What's with Baku? And also maybe Bayern should get him.
Yes, Bayern should get Baku.
But what is it with Ridley Baku? Tell us.
It was just a football manager save I did with Mainz, and Ridley Baku absolutely tore it up, and ever since then, I just fell in love with him.
I know the feeling. Oh, this is a lovely counter-attack. Florian Wirtz is wide open. It's a bit of a slow ball. Delaney's going to do some great defending. Shot, it's in! 2-1. Bayer Leverkusen, and it's Florian Wirtz. It's a great counter-attack, and it was the showman who set all that up to Florian. And Delaney, I think it's a Delaney mistake who sort of triggers it, and the fucking, what's your name, showman? I completely forgot his real name, Diaby. Just sets it going. So he comes from the back from Tar, and it's a great ball, taps over, just hoofs it out. And Mounier, it's a poor clearance by Mounier, chests it through to Schick may be offside, but Schick plays it through to Diaby, who's got Florian Wirtz in acres of space. Delaney nearly can't get there. I'm just going to wait and see before I change the score, because it could be off. Schick could be offside. I don't think so. The replays are going for a while. I'll change it. But yeah, 2-1 Leverkusen as it stands.
Yeah.
Great finish by
the showman rewriting the score there.
He is Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz, great finish by the youngster. Just puts it in the back of the net, and Hummel's not happy. Kieran's laughing his head off at the written one. But
rewrite the score.
Yeah, well done.
Great showman.
It is a great showman. Ball over the top though. Can Dortmund instantly reply? Mounier on the right. I think has someone just been sent off? No. I saw like a red thing. I thought, it was. I thought.
Well, it's a bit late from the Mainz manager, but he's now decided to bring on Kaison. Where was this 30 minutes ago, pal? Honestly, I'd do a better job than you.
Oh, big statement.
big call from KD.
Oh, good strike from the edge of the box from that man Andrej Kramaric, and he had Swallow scampering, but he got a strong double fist behind it.
Oh, sorry, Kel, I'm actually rattled. I'm not going to lie. I've just seen Wout Weghorst chip bloody Zentner, and I'm absolutely rattled. I am absolutely on edge.
Well, in this game, Dortmund need to come alive here just to get back into it.
Shut up.
Nice. Sorry, this is just going to be...
For you British Sherman fans.
I'm done for tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow or whenever I'm on the next thing.
I just wish Will was here. It is Will Pete's favourite film. Will Pete, the NFL tomorrow, is his favourite film.
Tom says, F in hell, what a chip by Weghorst. 30 scores. Diaby's been a world class this game. I need to know about this backup obsession. Sounds like sarcasm there.
No.
Genuinely
not. He's genuinely not.
He genuinely just does love Ridley Baku. Ridley Baku.
It's like, obviously we don't do many League 2 watch-alongs, but I am a big fan of Mark Cullen for similar reasons of FM.
Port Vale's Mark Cullen, thank you.
Well, former Hull City legend Mark Cullen as well.
Is KD actually gone?
No, man.
I'm about to say he's just been quiet. He's genuinely been rattled.
I'm rattled by bloody Weghorst chipping bloody Zentner.
It's going to be a sub for Borussia Dortmund. Yusuf Mukoku is going to come on, and Jude Bellingham is going to come off. So send him in for striker.
It's in low, and it's cleared away by Barrero. He was lurking again, was Weghorst. I'm not going to lie, he has rattled me, and if he does get another one, my TV is going off.
It looks like Dortmund have gone two up front with Mukoku coming on. So probably Mukoku, Haaland, then Brandt, Sancho, and then Royce in the midfield with Delaney. Sort of a 4-2-2. As Tapsoba will take this free kick.
I think that's what Hertha attempted to change to a 4-2-2, but instead they've just gone 2-0 down.
Oh.
Yeah,
Bless him.
It's just not been a great performance in general.
Tell that to Mainz.
Yeah, it is. And the problem is we're in similar positions. Obviously, if anyone doesn't know, our Bundesliga teams, by the way, because you asked our Premier League teams, our Bundesliga teams, mine is Gladbach, Rowan's is Dortmund, and you'll never guess who KD's in. Unbelievable.
You said Mukoku. So I tried to create something here.
Not Yusuf Mukoku.
Yeah.
Slightly different positions, Kieran. Mainz have got 7 points to Hertha's 17. So I think...
Yeah, we're all in the same area at table, you know, we're in that...
No, that's like being second, 15 points behind first, and being like, oh yeah, we're up there for the title.
Well, all right. I'm trying to be nice, and you know...
Oh, there's a chance, Sazali, he pokes it through for Core. Where are you passing the ball, pal? That was bloody shocking.
In my game, Hummels has just fouled Florian Wirtz. He's flowered him. He's giving him a rose.
It's getting less professional as the night goes on, isn't it, really?
Oh, you weren't there on bloody Sunday with me and Will. Literally halfway through, it was about David Attenborough and Lorraine Kelly. And it just went from there.
You ever seen the clip of Lorraine Kelly being shot by an arrow?
No, it was more about, like,
Platt.
you know, she's so soft-spoken that if she told me that her house was burning, I still think I'd smile at the end because she was being really nice about it.
I'm not going to try to do an accent, but yeah, I entirely know what you mean.
With this win, I think Wolfsburg are level on points with Dortmund. I'm not quite sure. Just like... there's a chance for Wolfsburg. It's put across the face of goal. Go on, Zentner, lad.
The thing is...
we need to find out what Rowan's sort of... I thought he'd been attacked by an eagle.
It was a nothing chance. It was a free kick outside the box, and the showman... his run up looked like he's absolutely skied it like awfully, but his run up looked really dangerous, and when he hit it I thought this is dipping. Leverkusen move up to second with Leipzig playing tomorrow.
They do.
The run had everything. I was like, oh, this is amazing, it's gonna go in. Jesus.
Upon reflection, I think this game changed at the missed penalty from Piatek. I think if that goes in, we're looking at a massively different game, and you just can't make mistakes like that when you need all the points you can get. To get back to football for a minute, sorry.
Yeah.
I know I brought it back to football.
I got a bit distracted by Lorraine Kelly, I'll be honest. I can just imagine going, your family have been in a horrible car accident.
Yeah.
Oh, what? What?
And it's like David Attenborough, we talked about him, like, he tells us our world's burning, but he's too nice, like...
No, but the thing is with them shows, he's really saying a meaningful thing like, our world's burning, we need to stop climate change. Everyone's saying, oh, look at the polar bear, he's fallen over.
Well, this is now 2 streams I've been involved in where I've managed to get David Attenborough mentioned. So, David, I'll continue spreading the word.
And now it's the showman. Diaby, he's not being marked. Diaby, oh, he hits it straight at Schick. Straight in his hand. Tubbs has come in, by the way. Fair enough about Baku, and then no Schalke supporters. How's Sancho playing, please? Subbed off before the 70th minute. Sancho played badly first half. I was like that with Daz, my bad. Sancho played badly first half. Second half, he was better, especially after the equaliser, but got subbed off shortly after. Yeah, first half he was not shocking, I won't say, but he wasn't the best. And the second half, he did come out with a bit more energy. He didn't paddy as much. But as soon as a mistake happened, he sulked. Terzic took him off, and he started sulking on the bench, crying into his tissue.
There's no chance of Mainz even getting back in this game because the CDM / centre back Josh Gilavodji has come on, so that's ruled out any chance of Mainz getting back into this game.
Yeah, batten down the hatchets, bring on big Josh Gilavodji.
2.5 minutes left in my game, so one big opportunity for Dortmund here. Brandt's going to whip. We'll have a really dangerous free kick just on the right side of the pitch, just a bit outside the box. You've got to look out for Haaland here with his long hair. Give him that streamlined stuff.
I don't know. What do you mean his hair? You've got to look out for his
yes!
hair.
My dreams are coming true. Marco Reus is coming off. Stefan Tiggs is coming on.
Oh, I thought there'd been a goal.
Come on. Oh, he's bringing one. He's like 6'7". Who cares? Lethal threat in the air.
What is happening?
Oh, I beg. Brandt crosses it in. It's headed, and it was Delaney who heads it, and it goes over the crossbar. Oh, he's on.
Oh, what a ball. Bibu, he's 1-on-1. It was a long ball. This could be game over. He's going down. Oh, my God, he's at the bar. Oh, my God, he's at the bar. It was a long ball over the top of the defence to Bibu. He was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, bearing down. Stark was trying to keep up with him. He lashed it at goal, but could only hit the bar. And there's a dangerous free kick on the edge of the box for a tackle by Zifovic on Kramaric.
I beg Tig scores. This game's got everything now. It could have a Tiggs goal. It could have a Reina goal.
We have a Mainz goal.
We're not going to get
I've heard Ridley
goal.
Baku is currently on the train for a loan move to Dortmund where he can come on in extra time.
He wouldn't go to Dortmund. He's too good for Dortmund.
Substitute, by the way.
Too good for Dortmund.
Baumgartner's come off for Bogard, who's come on. So sadly, we don't have the guard dog. We've got the Bogard dog, which is just as good.
the Bogard dog. It's resulted to that, has it?
Yeah, Gacinovic stands over the free kick on the edge of the box. I mean, a slight reprieve for Hertha with Hoffenheim hitting the bar with Bibu, but it's Kramaric over it. Gacinovic has moved. Kramaric is going to take it.
Sorry, Tubbs, you said Tiggs for an equaliser maybe. Oh, you don't understand, Tubbs.
Oh, 3-0! What a free kick! It went in.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Kramaric with a lovely floated ball over the wall and into the top corner. Schwolo is fuming. Kramaric goes up to double figures for the season with 10. And that is 3-0 to Hoffenheim. And if it wasn't game over before, it is now.
Well done to Hoffenheim. Great performance coming out and putting on a clinic, I think you'd say. Really? 3-0 performance?
Yeah, it's a very good performance. As I say, I think the game, unfortunately for Hertha, went away from them when they missed the penalty. But since then, Hoffenheim have been the better side, I'd say, especially in the second half. Hertha not created much. And it's now 3-0. And what an away performance, which leapfrogs them 4 spaces, I think, into... Not in the top half just yet, but they're knocking on the door in 11th.
So it's lovely by lane. That's a poor foul by Mats Hummels. He'll get the yellow card. The things for Tiggs was, Kieran did a Leipzig Watchalong when he came on, and I just presumed he was a youngster. I just presumed. Blonde hair, come from the Dortmund Academy. No, he was the oldest. He's the oldest striker they've got on the books. He's 22. And then from then, he's just got a great name.
He's mad that he's the oldest at 22.
Unreal, innit? Poor Marco Reus. He's not even sat on the thing. He's just sat on the stairs. He's looking down at his performance. You know, in the second half, he really did step it up.
Looking down at his performance?
Yeah, it was dirty.
Right.
Don't. That's meant like he was looking downhearted.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. I thought you meant like I thought you meant someone who recorded his performance and told him to look at it for the next 10 minutes and look how bad you played.
They had me again. This time Demarabi, same place where the greatest showman was. It just put it wide, but he had me.
Kramaric won't get his hat-trick with 15 seconds to go. Kramaric has been subbed off and Sergi Adamian has come on, so he won't get his hat-trick, sadly.
I did forget to say, we had 4 minutes added time, we're 2 minutes deep into it.
Oh, what a chance. And Isiwo went for an overhead kick. I don't know why I'm getting giddy. There's only 20 seconds left. Not like they're going to score 2, but...
It's an overhead. That is probably a penalty? Or is it a dive? Or a free kick? Hold up, the referee doesn't actually make a signal, he just runs and blows his whistle. I think it's just outside the box. It's a yellow for Thomas Delaney. And it's inches off the penalty area. And it's the ball over the top, not cleared by Hummels. The ball through to Schick. Yeah, the ball played through to Schick and Delaney's got his hands all over his Schick's back, pulls him back. Initial contact's made just outside the box. And it's a dangerous, dangerous free kick for Leverkusen to put this game officially to bed.
Well, my game's just finished and I think someone's crying on the pitch. Oh, grow a sack of balls. Get up, man.
Wait, who's Mainz or Wolfsburg?
Of course it's going to be a Mainz player. The Wolfsburg players are going to start crying because they've won 2-0.
With emotion.
Yeah, a massive win against bottom at league Mainz.
Second bottom.
Oh, look at Tiggs in the wall. You don't get past that man mountain. Amiri now. It's a really good, amazing free kick opportunity. Amiri! And it's straight to the hands of Berke. Dortmund have got to go 30 seconds left. And
We only have... Oh, go on.
Sorry, Berke just drills the ball up. There's 15 seconds left. It's Dortmund come in. It's a handball on Giovanni Reina. No, it's going back to retake the goal kick, I think. Sorry, Kieran Kale.
No, we've just got 30 seconds left. I think I've probably seen the majority of kind of what's going to happen in this game. I don't think anything's going to change in the last 15 minutes, but we'll see, because I think that'll do it, really. It's game over. 3-0 to Hoffenheim. Unbelievable performance.
Long ball over the top. It's Van Reina outside the box. He's looked to pull down. The ref will probably give it... If he blows his whistle, yeah. I think that's poor officiating from the referee in terms of he did have to waste time to go back to the goal kick. It was at least 30 seconds wasted. He didn't really let that play on, but Leverkusen 2-1 victors here against Borussia Dortmund. Some good games in terms of goals scored.
Definitely.
I mean, in terms of emotions, maybe not for KD.
No.
Mainz have let him down. I think I heard him say at one point he could do the job that the Mainz manager was doing. I think that might have been the turning point. But I think Rotherham have just scored as well. Rotherham winning.
No, it's 3-3.
3-3. What a game! Should have kept our eyes on that instead. But the scores. Well, first we'll go to KD. Mainz Wolfsburg 2-0.
Honestly, you don't have to. It's all right.
Go on, Mainz Wolfsburg 2-0. Wolfsburg 2-0. Victors.
Crap game.
Is that all you've got to say?
No, I'm joking. It's another disappointing result for Mainz, who, I'm not going to lie, they look destined for relegation at this point of the season. It would have been absolutely huge if they could have got 3 points, let alone a point tonight. I really don't see where the goals are coming from, to be honest. They need to invest that money that they're going to get from Mateta into their team and to even have a chance at staying up, because I think it's going to be a very long season for Mainz. But for Wolfsburg, another good result. They're kind of pushing towards the top end of the table in terms of the top four now. I mean, why can't they go and breach that top four that we all bloody hell. Yeah, I'm flustered because Mainz have lost and Bootvegas has rattled me.
KL Hertha losing 3-0 to Hoffenheim. Great performance from Hoffenheim.
Yeah. The thing is with Hertha, they dominated the ball for long periods and long spells in the game. They finished the game with 57% possession, but at points in the game, they were up at 62, 61, but they just weren't creating many opportunities. I don't think it's one of them where I think, the scoreline isn't flattering at all. I think it's probably the way it should have ended up. I don't think Hertha Berlin were clinical enough. They missed the penalty. Of course, that's going to knock your confidence, and they never really grew from them. And the goal just 10 minutes before half-time kind of gave Hoffenheim that prep. They came out in the second half, tried to put on the front foot, but were just caught out. A lovely set piece from Kramaric to kind of top the performance off. But I know you're both interested. We didn't get 45 fouls, only 31. So
31 fouls, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
I saw that. In my game, 2-1 Leverkusen played well. It was all about that man Diaby getting that early goal on around 14 minutes in, and he ran the game. Like I said, he was the greatest showman, but in all seriousness, he played amazing. Just Dortmund couldn't contain him. There was so much open space between them two centre-halves. Dortmund got back into the game with Julian Brandt, but after a shoddy clearance and, again, acres of space, Florian Wirtz, all they had to do was put it past Birkin, he does. And the game goes Leverkusen's favour, and they deserve it. Dortmund were poor. Leverkusen were very clinical. We'll read some couple of comments. Bloody Kramaric killed a second game this season. Full-time Leverkusen win. Great games. Better than Arsenal games recently. And they're having a good cheeky laugh about that. But before we leave you, so tell you what's coming up on the channel if you haven't seen. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But on the channel coming up, there we go. Is it playing? It is playing. Juventus versus Napoli, Italian Super Cup Watchalong. That is tomorrow with Josh and KL. Then I'm back on Friday, the 22nd of January, with me and maybe KL. Should be KL. Gladbach versus Borussia Dortmund. Be a very good game indeed. And then it's the Saturday night social. It could be the Sunday night. Saturday night social. It is AC Milan versus Atalanta. Then on that big Saturday, it is on the 24th. Sorry, it's FA Cup live watch along. Manchester United versus Liverpool, and hey, the darts are back. 29th of January. Josh is back with the darts. He loved doing them before, and they're back again. Don't forget to check out the Double Top podcast. That came out on Monday. That's with Josh and Chris. Have a great chat about darts, and the next one's coming in a couple of weeks after the Masters premiere. If I'm right, I think I'm right. But yeah, thank you, Kieren, for joining me.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And thank you, Kale, for joining me.
Cheers, pal. And
thank you to everyone that's commented today. Tubbs, great stream, guys. I hope to catch you another stream, and we'll see you. Tomorrow. Josh and Kale. Bye-bye.